These two grown men had never seen The Simpsons. How the fuck's that even happen? They're two grown men on a mission now, so buckle up and just strap in.
Give me 3 steps, give me 3 steps, mister. Give me 3 steps towards the door. Give me 3 steps, give me 3 steps, mister, and you'll never see me no.
These two grown men had never seen The Simpsons. It's America's barley basket.
Welcome, everyone, to another episode of America's Barley Basket. I am your host, Marlon Wells, alongside host Nathan Fulsabach. Hello, Nathan.
Hello, Marlon.
How are you, bud?
Too drunk.
It happened again.
It did. We goofed.
Dag nabbit, how does this keep happening?
You know what? Because it's Friday evening, going into Friday night.
Yep.
We're feeling ourselves, dressed to the nines.
Mm-hmm.
It's a weekend, baby.
Yep.
We're an unfortunate amount of Hamses deep.
Yeah.
We've Hamsed it up too much.
I feel like we're not even that many Hamses, but like something about a Hams hits different than a Miller Lite, which is our usual.
We're usually drinking some pretty light stuff, but this Hams.
There's something about a Hamses.
Yep.
The Hamses climb up on you.
The calorie count might just be weighing us down.
Oh, God, I wonder. I am terrified to look at the nutritional facts on this
not bad.
Pounder of Hams.
770.
770?
That would be amazing, though. I don't know what it is. I just thought that's a funny number.
Jesus Christ, if these were 770 calories.
12,000 calories.
Oh my God, I drank 4 days worth of food before we started.
I got a nice buzz, so it was all worth it.
That's 770 is like 770 is
like a monster burger.
A whole Quest pizza and several Oreos.
Wrapped into a delicious calzone.
Quest pizza. Quest knows how to make a protein-friendly pizza, by the way.
Good. Well, I'm glad there's these revolutionary scientists out there caring about us butter chunks.
Yeah, I don't know what Quest does, but everything that Quest puts its name on is pretty fucking good. Their bars, their chips, their pizza, their cookies.
It's like ground whale bones is what they make the flour of.
Okay, yep. I'm pretty into that.
Yep.
Give me them bones.
Give me them sweet. Give me the baleen. I want to drink the goop that's inside a sperm whale's head.
Oh, God.
But we really get some gains then.
Oh, I love a good scrimshaw pizza. No, anything they put their name on, Quest is my favorite shit. The pizzas are so good. A whole pizza is like 700 calories and gets you through the whole rest of the day if you eat it at about 4 o'clock.
Delicious.
Yeah.
Still haven't tried. I don't own an oven. That makes pizza cooking hard.
Oh, that makes pizzas pretty tough. Yeah. If you're ovenless.
I live in an unfurnished basement.
The centipede basement.
Yeah, oh boy. Do not summon the centipedes because it's their time. It's about their time of the year where they rise from their underground layer. And
rise from their grave like the beginning of Altered Beast?
Yeah.
I was just about to ask, what's a centipede update? Like
it's been too cold.
I feel like we've covered way more recently my box elder infestation.
Box elders are a hardier bug.
Yeah, they are.
Centipedes, they're a summertime.
Centipedes are a fragile boy?
It's surf season when the centipedes are out.
Okay.
We're about to kick the goddamn saloon doors in for season 23.
Tough to kick saloon doors. They
come right back at you. I mean, you kind of got to do it, step back, and let the noise get everyone's attention. And then when they calm down, you just push.
I feel like just barge in. Just barge in the saloon doors.
Yeah, if you hit them at a high enough speed, you get the snap that you need.
You don't see it very often, but boy, do I love seeing saloon doors out in the wild. Yeah. Like, look at this. I'm thinking of one bar here in Fargo that has saloon doors.
Oh, yeah.
Rooters.
Yep, you're right. That's the only one I could think of.
Yep, Rooters has the doors.
Yeah, it's a unique way to enter something.
Yeah, like it feels
loaded.
Good.
Yep.
It's like powerful. It feels like you're throwing a curtain open and saying, "Hello, boys."
It's the turnstile of doors.
Yes, that's how I enter. That's how I enter Rooters. Is I throw open the doors and shout, "Hello, boys." Shirt
off. You put your shirt back on once you feel the vibe of the room.
Shirt off, dicks out. Yeah.
Sometimes you got to tuck and button real quick. That ain't a partying crowd.
Sir, it's Tuesday. Oh, you're right.
11:45 a.m.
Stuff it back.
Yeah, my bad. Wrong bar.
Okay. All right. Got you a drink.
So season 23 of The Simpsons debuted on September 25th, 2011. We do this every time. As time has went on, there's been far fewer complete, absolute duds. on the Sunday night lineup of The Simpsons. You can imagine at this time we would have had Cleveland Show. It still would have been the McFarlane Cleveland Show, American Dad, Family Guy, Bob's Burgers would be the
Burgers,
one.
yeah.
We did get 2 new, and one of them I vaguely remember from commercials that aired during football. One of the 2 short-lived animated shows that they tried to like let ride the Family Guy and Simpson wave. One was that Napoleon Dynamite cartoon. I didn't know that was a Fox show.
I don't remember that at all.
I remember,
period.
Yeah. And looking into it, it was supposed to be good. Critics liked it. Like, it's supposed to be funny.
Really?
But just...
Nobody watched it?
Yep.
Did it even last a whole season?
Nope. 3 months.
Huh.
Yeah. And, like, it had some of the original... I think maybe, like, those Hess brothers or whoever was someone behind... I don't think Josh Heater might have had a lot to do with it, but the Hess brothers did. And the other show was something called Alan Gregory, which it's like a little kid who's like precocious, like smart as an adult, like ahead of his time.
Okay.
And I just remember Jonah Hill was like the creative force behind it. Like him and his buddies.
2011. Sounds like Jonah Hill time.
And it didn't even make it 2 months.
Huh. So I don't remember that at all.
Right? I just kind of remember commercials for it. And if you look at what the critics said, not good.
It was ahead of his time, apparently, because Young Sheldon's been on for years now.
Yep. And Alan Gregory was young. It was a proto Sheldon.
Yeah.
And on the subject of other things that were happening at that time on other channels, in 2011, we did see the arrival of 2 of your favorite shows. I know, talking off air.
I'm excited.
Last Man Standing.
Love it.
And 2 Broke Girls.
Boom.
Right? Your 2 faves.
Practically the same show. Yeah. I'm always saying it.
You love a very angry Republican Tim Allen griping about his kids.
Yeah.
And you love 2 sassy girls working in a diner.
I maintain it's the same show.
There we go.
I've never, I really like Kat Dennings and have never seen that show.
I, one time, some part of my sad lifestyle meant usually when I was going to bed, they were showing reruns of that show.
Yeah.
And I was just like, well, boy, it's a CBS sitcom, all right. Like, her and the other woman's interactions are fine, but like, all of the side characters, which a sitcom needs to make it float, were just so fucking one-dimensional.
Really?
I'm the gross cook who talks about your boobs. I'm the whatever, who's a fucking complete fucking dipshit. Like, it's like, oh, this is a bunch of unlikable people.
And all playing stereotypes or archetypes. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah,
I've never seen it. I most likely never will at this point. Is that still on?
No, I think. No, I know 2 Broke Girls have been gone for a couple years now. I think fucking Last Man Standing is alive somewhere. It's going on like 11 or 12.
That doesn't surprise me.
Yep.
Fucking red hat Trump
I think
dog
ABC
shit.
canceled it because it wasn't a ratings dog, but it was just an expensive show to make. And then like fucking Patriot TV picked it up or something.
I was just about to say, because I think when it got canceled, there was a big uproar of like, they're trying to suppress the Republicans.
It's like, no, Tim Allen makes too much fucking money.
Yeah. Remember that time he ratted on his boy who gave him coke?
Fuck, he put 2 people in prison for decades. Yeah, that's...
Tim Allen's a fucking rat.
Yep.
2 Broke Girls. Kat Dennings is a real treasure. I think she's delightful. She was good in 40-Year-Old Virgin. Probably the first time most people saw her.
Shit,
was 40-Year-Old Virgin. She's great in the Marvel movies.
What the hell is she playing those?
Shows. I forget the character's name, but she is Natalie Portman's scientist friend in the Thor movies.
Yep, you're right. Yeah.
And then, as such, was also in WandaVision, the Wanda and Vision show on Disney Plus, which is, to my point, still my favorite Disney Plus Marvel show.
Oh shit!
WandaVision, pretty outstanding, and she's in that quite a bit. Also, just right in my wheelhouse as far as attraction goes. Just
pretty
like,
lady.
Look at you, you're adorable. Married to Andrew WK.
No shit.
Fucking A, they're partying hard.
Really good for them.
Yeah, I root for them every day. Good for you, kids.
We're matching white jeans.
Pretty sure Andrew WK is older than me, but I'm still going to go with kids.
Yeah, he's like my age, if not older than me. But
I wish I had the confidence to wear a white T-shirt tucked into white jeans.
That's a look. That's a hard look to pull off, and he's doing it.
Maybe I should just say fuck it. Caution to the wind.
Tonight's the night. I'm sure Walmart sells white jeans.
Not in my size. They
Yeah,
don't.
that's true. Yeah, we'll let them out.
That's a special order.
We'll pop some
let them
seams.
out. I don't know that you know how seamstressy works. Not the word for
Sew
it.
in some bed sheet scraps. Looks like you're wearing shitty wrestling gear.
Ain't no white bed sheets in here. I use black bed sheets like a man.
Make them brown so the stains blend in.
Gross.
Oh, another fun show that debuted at the same time. Something called I Hate My Teenage Daughter, which I had to look, is this a fucking game show?
Yeah, what is
It was a
happening?
scripted sitcom. Jamie Presley was the star of it, and it mercifully made it like 2 months.
Weird.
Like, how do you see that going?
Yeah, what's your end goal?
Like, do you see a show called I Hate My Teenage Daughter lasting 7 seasons?
Yeah. I love Jamie Presley. I think
very
she's
good.
great. Especially like I adored My Name Is Earl. I really think that show was brilliant. And she's great in it as the just white trash ex-wife.
Oh my God, yeah.
Drives a what's Dodge's El Camino?
A Dodge Rampage?
Yes, drives
No
one
shit.
of those decked out with red, white, and blue. It looks like an American flag.
That's awesome.
And has racing seats in the back for the kids. Yeah, she's great in that show.
She's very good in Not Another Teen Movie.
Yes, also very good in that. Not Another Teen Movie is not only the best of the not movies.
The movie movies.
The movie movies, but is also genuinely on its own very funny.
Fuck yeah.
Not Another Teen Movie
Some
is very
incredible
funny.
moments in that movie.
Yep. Like, to me, parodies are like, oh, you have the Mel Brooks films, which are unassailable and fantastic. And then you have Scary Movie and Not Another Teen Movie, and that's it. That's the
Scary
end of
Movie
the list.
2, I'll put in there too.
Sure.
That's the one
I'll
with,
give you two.
I got to grab a strong hand.
Christopher Elliott with the hand.
And I don't know. I'm a fan of, maybe it might be nostalgia talking. I like the first couple Naked Guns.
Yeah, I'll give you that too. I'll give you.
But I'm with you.
I'll give you all 3 Naked Guns.
Parody's
actually.
batting average is not very good.
No, exactly. It's quite bad. Most
Often
of
ends
the
up
time.
being corny is the right word for a lot of it.
Yeah, but Mel Brooks, and even Mel Brooks does them at 1,000. You know, not all his shit is gold, but most of it is. And I gotta admit, Scary Movie 2 is very good.
Yeah, with
Scary 1 and 2 and Not Another Teen
that's close the book.
End of the fucking list.
Dewey Cox would be considered parody.
I think
Walk Hard.
I think Dewey Cox is fine. I think
love
it's
it.
good at best.
Oh, really? I loved it.
I think on the best of days it could be 4 or 5, but
I
it's about a 3 or 5 most of the time. Fucking Jack White as Elvis is so good in that, and he's barely in it, but it's so good when he's there.
Isn't Frankie Muniz Buddy Holly too?
Yep.
Like
That's
Justin
good
Riley's
casting.
like 2 feet taller than him.
Yep. Jack White going, watch out, man.
Watch out now.
Fucking chop you in half. That's real fucking funny.
It's a coked up kung fu Elvis.
Yeah.
Just riddled on proto meth.
I don't know that there's any evidence that Elvis ever did a drug in his life. I don't know.
Just a straight shooter.
He was just an eccentric boy.
He just loved life.
Yep. And his mama and church and
Peanut butter and banana sandwiches.
okay. This is a common misconception.
Okay.
I have to actually you right now.
Am I getting banana-splained?
You are.
I can't believe it on my own podcast.
You are. It's a common misconception that the Elvis is a peanut butter and banana sandwich.
Yeah.
The Elvis, the proper Elvis.
More repulsive?
Open to interpretation.
Yeah.
The proper Elvis sandwich is peanut butter, banana, and bacon. And then, wait for it. I see you shaking your head already. It is grilled like a grilled cheese. So the peanut butter gets all gooey and melty.
Okay.
And the bacon is warm. It's not a cold sandwich. It's a hot sandwich. And it's fucking outstanding. I've eaten so many Elvis sandwiches in my life.
And knowing Elvis, did he probably fry it? Was he using butter on the outside of the bun, or was he using mayo? There's people that use mayo to cook the outsides.
Which I think is bonkers, but...
Someone's told me that if you make a grilled cheese with mayo on the outside when you grill it, it adds to it.
And that you'll never go back.
Yep.
I've heard the same thing. Those people seem like lunatics. I'm not a mayo person to begin with, though. I am a butter person. I'm always saying it. I have that T-shirt.
Butter boy.
But I'd imagine there was butter
Two
involved.
pats, please.
But that is the proper Elvis sandwich. Like, a peanut butter and banana sandwich is good. Like, don't get it twisted. I've eaten plenty of them.
Yeah.
But, like, the proper Elvis is even better. A grilled peanut butter, banana, and bacon sandwich is so good.
Yeah. I didn't think about it. I would dabble. I don't know if it's for me, but I'm not dismissing it outright.
You can taste it in your head.
Yep.
You're like, oh, I know what all those things taste
That
like.
could maybe not be bad.
Yeah. I like, if I'm making a peanut butter and banana sandwich, I put a little honey on there.
Whoa.
Yeah. If I'm not making a proper Elvis, if I'm just making something, whipping together something quick, it's peanut butter, banana, and honey. Big fan of that.
Yeah, I can see that working. That makes sense in my head.
Yep. Get just enough.
Because peanut butter and honey works fine together.
Oh, yeah, totally.
On toast, that's a good combo.
Peanut butter and red onion makes a pretty decent sandwich.
We are now
Listen,
venturing.
I get it.
I mean, I ain't gonna tell you how to live your life.
The thing is, you know why it works? Is you've had Thai food.
Yep.
And peanut sauce and red onion are both pretty prevalent in Thai food.
Very much so.
That is a Thai food sandwich, and it's pretty fucking good, actually. I get that it sounds repulsive. I understand, but give it a shot.
Just give it a try. Just open your goddamn mind for
Where
once.
are you in the fall of 2011?
Yeah. Oh my God, where am I at? I'm wrapping up grad school, working a dead-end call center job, and just kind of first is where my mental illness, my anxiety and stuff was kicking in.
Oh,
so I was very mentally ill. Not prime Nathan 2011. We're not prime
this isn't
Nathan.
your best time?
No, not. So yeah, killing it. Whatever the opposite of getting killed by it is what I'm doing. Life is choking the shit out of me. Yourself?
I am around about a year into working at the strip club. I'm out of radio. I'm working at the strip club 3 or 4 nights a week, making more money than I've ever made in my life. Not adjusting to it well, like really making up for lost time as far as the partying goes.
Real new money types.
Yeah, really
ostentatious purchases.
Yeah.
Did you ever own any glamour pets?
No,
like an ocelot or like
I definitely, without irony, shopped for what's the fucking like half wild cat Savannah
cat.
Yep,
yeah.
I more than once unironically shopped for Savannah cats. Never did pull the trigger.
Yeah.
I wasn't big on spending money on things, but I was certainly putting up fucking A-game bar tabs 2 to 3 nights a week.
I don't need an oversized couch, just an oversized liver.
Yeah, I was just like, how much Sambuca can I get in my body at once?
It's like science. It's fun.
Yeah, I love Beekman's World. Let's do science. So yeah, a lot of hard partying, but not a lot of wild purchases or anything like that. But I'm living comfortably financially for the first time in my life. So
and just feeling yourself.
I'm enjoying it. Yeah.
Good for you. You need, one of us needs to be
I
above.
agree.
Yep. I've only a few times dabbled above the poverty line, so I know what that rarefied air feels like. Good to stick your nose up into there and smell.
Just like, it just smells better than regular air. You know? It's like, this is probably what Aspen smells like.
You're not just full of like worry. Like I don't have pancake money. What am I?
The simplest joy in life that I have discovered personally, and you can fucking take this into your lives if you will, but the joy and freedom that comes from going grocery shopping without keeping a running total in your head.
Something to be said.
Is the most liberating thing in the world.
Yeah.
Like not everybody gets to experience it, and that sucks, and I sympathize. I've been there. keeping a running total in your head of like, there's only $11 in this account, so
can't get the family bag of Hershey's Kisses.
Exactly. I got to get one lone Hershey Kiss.
The one big aged Valentine's Day one because it's at a discount.
You're egg-shaped. It's 4 weeks after Easter, but I guess
some vintage eggs.
Yeah, like I've been poor, I've been not poor, and like that is the most liberating feeling I've ever felt, is not keeping a running total when you're grocery shopping.
So we're going to start offering America's Barley Basket like financial independence courses. So if you want to donate to that.
This is new to me.
$750 for a 45-minute session.
That seems right.
Yep. That's how we're going to help you get ahead of yourself.
Call us up. We'll let you know.
Yep.
We'll be like, invest in barley.
Yep.
That's all our advice.
All plant-based, all grass-based.
Barley futures.
Everything needs barley. Like
what do you think the barley futures are at right now?
Oh, God, they're bullish. They're bullish, Marlon.
Are they bullish?
They're bullish.
You go ahead and start. I'm going to Google this.
Okay.
Right
one thing, before we get into it, I want to mention that and I remember this from being in the news. This was the season that almost got The Simpsons canceled. There was a stalemate between The Simpsons and Fox.
Really?
And Fox was not, well, they were going to call their bluff and cancel the fucking show.
I don't remember that at all.
I got the quote. It was on October 4th, 2011. 23 seasons in, The Simpsons is as creatively vibrant as ever and beloved by millions around the world. We believe this brilliant series can and should continue, but we cannot produce future seasons under its current financial model. We are hopeful that we can reach an agreement with the voice cast that allows The Simpsons to go on entertaining audiences with original episodes for many more years to come. And they wanted a 45% pay cut for everyone involved with the show.
Fox did.
Yep. Fucking 45% is a big thing.
That's a lot.
And here's what some of the people think. The reason so many of the suits were pushing for this is financially, The Simpsons were pretty much worth more canceled than they were on the air. It was some obscure contract they signed like in the early 90s that made it so as long as they were airing new episodes, they couldn't sell syndication rights to big cable.
Sure.
They had to keep it open for local network channels. Your Fox affiliate in fucking Scranton, your Fox affiliate in Salt Lake City.
Yeah.
As long as they're airing it, they were allowed first dibs. But if they cancel the show, then fucking TBS can cut them a $750 million check or whatever they want to do for The Simpsons.
That's so crazy that that's even a thing. That hey, we could make way more. Well, although maybe it's not that crazy. Like at this point, it's season 23. And when you and I first started this podcast, no one had anything good to say about The Simpsons past season 8 or 10.
Yeah.
So I could totally see them being like, hey, because I'm sure that was the same sentiment then. This is 10 years ago at this point. But like, I'm sure people were thinking the same then of, this show hasn't been good in a long time.
And the fucking Fox won. They didn't get but everyone connected to the show took a 30% pay cut.
You are right. The price of barley is very bullish.
Oh, good. I'm glad to hear. I'm glad my futures are paying off.
It's gone up over the past year pretty heavily.
Oh, good for them.
Yeah. Eat more barley.
Yeah. Keep the barley boys floating. And also what they said there was like a two-pronged thing save the show. It was everyone swallowing their pride and taking a pay cut, and also the rise of digital animation made making the show much cheaper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The show, I think the show at this point where we're at in season 23, I noticed this when I was watching this batch of episodes, and it's not new, but the show just looks like Family Guy. Mm-hmm. It looks like yellow Family Guy.
Yeah, that's true. I'm sure they have one general contract for.
Yeah, I'm sure somebody does all the Fox shows, but which isn't like bad. I don't think Family Guy looks bad, but it has a look. It looks like Family Guy, and so does The Simpsons at this point.
Like the way the colors pop are kind of similar.
Yeah, very bright color palette, and it's especially noticeable to me in when it does 3D. when it like there's a scene, I don't know if it's in this first episode or later, there's a scene where Homer is looking for a parking spot, driving down a row of cars, and as he does, as the cars are going by him, it looks like Family Guy.
No,
I'm like,
no
yep,
shit.
that looks exact. They have their own art style still, you know, like a Simpsons character looks like a Simpsons character. They all have the big top lip and the big eyes, you know.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
But as far as the animation goes, it has a look that is shared with Family Guy.
No. And then from what I've read too is once they came to this agreement, Fox is like, hey, I think we can make this show for the rest of time if you guys are willing to, because it'll always turn enough of a little bit of a profit that like, hey, let the good times roll. So
May as well. Here we are. It's fucking 11 years later.
It's still cooking up new episodes.
Still on the goddamn air. So
somehow against all hope, that show is still thriving is the wrong word, existing.
yeah.
That show's still existing. And let's speaking of the days gone past, let's take a look at episode 1 of season 23.
Let's kick it off. Season 23.
The name of that episode, The Falcon and the Doughman. Falcon and the Snowman.
Falcon and the Snowman.
Which I've never have delved into, but I know of the phrase.
It was a true story of a fella who was, I believe. Oh, I used to know this story. There's a very good episode of The Dollop about the Falcon and the Snowman. A dude was like selling national secrets to Russia in exchange for cocaine money or something like that. I'm sure those details are wrong, but you can find it yourself. And then a movie called The Falcon and the Snowman with Sean Penn.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, I know there was like an early '80s movie version.
Yeah,
of
85, I think that movie's from. The true story behind it is fucking bonkers. I think, because I think this has come up before, I think this is the second Falcon and the Snowman reference.
That sounds right.
In a Simpsons title, because I think we've had this talk before in our 98 other episodes.
So if you're a fan of the show, let us know where this came up once before.
Yeah, this is a callback.
It came from somewhere.
Totally intentional.
So episode begins with Comic Book Guy giving a recap on last season's finale, which is where they ended it with giving the audience the chance to vote whether or not Ed or Ned and Edna stay together.
This is a week later from that I'm watching this. I had forgotten all about that. Yep. So I was like, ooh,
that's what this is, yeah.
Yeah.
Episode starts with Homer pulling into work, singing a song that's like to the backing music of an older Police song.
Okay.
That's who that band is.
I didn't get the reference, and I don't like the Police.
I recognize the bass line.
Okay.
I had to dig and do it. But of course, I can't think of the name of the song, but it's based on a song by the Police.
During this scene when he's singing Getting Into Work super fucking late, Lenny's just grilling in the parking lot. And that's super funny to me because, like, you get the vibe that it's around about lunch break time, which means that Lenny goes to the parking lot and grills lunch.
Pretty sure it's a charcoal grill, too.
Yeah.
That's going to take a while.
Yeah.
So we get Homer singing that song. There's a few good sight gags there, like Lenny cooking and stuff like that. But really, it all leads into him getting a chance to meet the new security guard named Wayne, I believe, voiced by Kiefer Sutherland.
Yep, very obviously.
Right? Yeah.
Kiefer Sutherland sounds like Kiefer Sutherland.
And Homer had a good rapport with the previous security guard. So he's like, hey, if you could just give me good luck knuckles or whatever. And he's like, yeah, I'm not going to do that. And just, you can tell this guy's all business and Homer is all nonsense. So it's oil and water right away. And Homer's kind of a needy guy. Mm-hmm. He wants this guy to like him. But
he needs Wayne to like him.
But it's not starting off good for Homer and Wayne. Kind of the other thing that's going on around this time is we get a great scene where Marge is like dreaming about being on like a Top Chef type show.
Yep, daydreaming about being on a cooking competition.
Cuts to her in her own kitchen. Lisa and Bart at the table. And the snack is like
crackers with peanut butter and a slice of apple in there.
And they freak out. Like she fed them uncooked pork.
Lisa, oh my God.
Yeah.
Lisa is just like, I don't like surprises. I like routine.
Yeah,
Like,
just freaking out.
Lisa.
Yeah.
Oh my
So
God.
good. Poor Marge. She just wants to cook fancy things.
I'm pro don't put apple with peanut butter. I know that's a thing. I know that people smear peanut butter all over an apple. You're ruining both things.
Yeah, I'm a little. I don't mind it, but I don't go out of my way to do it. Like, oh shit, there's an apple. You think they got any peanut butter in this joint?
I can't eat this apple if I don't have peanut butter. Yeah,
It's
like,
gross.
not a fan. Not a fan of that combination.
There's a great scene kind of coming up here where Homer's real sad and down in the dumps about this guy not liking him. And Marge, as a dutiful spouse or partner, senses this and was like, do you want how does she word it? Is it a get well pork chop?
Yep.
And she's got a fucking pork chop dinner in the fridge ready to go. And Homer's like, I just like the idea of getting like a down on your luck chop. You know,
Yep.
like, here you go.
I'll perk you up with some pork chop. I'm pro pork chop.
Oh, fuck, dude.
I
Pork chops,
love a pork chop.
so much bang for their buck.
I legit have prepared pork chops in my fridge right now.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah. I love I do meal prep, and I love a pork chop with a side of wild rice. Big fan. Wild rice healthier than white rice, like whatever. And pork has gotten to a point, it is fucking near as lean as chicken. You trim that fat around the edge, and I've gotten to a point in my life, I don't think I like chicken. I think I'm anti-chicken.
You burnt it out.
Yep. I don't
Chicken receptors are plugged.
them breasts are too big, and they're like fibrous in a way that's not appealing.
You get a bad one, it's a bummer.
Like fucking eat pork. It's cheap.
Yeah, fucking pork is a fraction of beef.
And it's fucking good. I think I pay something like $3.99 a pound at the butcher for boneless pork chops.
Yeah, and
it's ridiculous.
If you're willing to eat trash swine, you can find it cheaper too. Like
Eat pork.
Costco. Yeah, chop it up.
Like, eat whatever you want, but man, I love me a pork chop.
If the Pork Foundation would like to sponsor this podcast,
yes,
the other white meat, we will fucking be in all of your
I don't know that they're
advertisements.
still using that catchphrase from 20 years ago, but we'll bring it back.
We're bringing it back. That's a good goal to have.
I love pork. You can put that on my button, like my
Tombstone.
election button or tombstone.
He loved pork.
Marlon Wells, 1985 to let's say 2024. He loved pork.
A cartoon picture of you as a baby eating a whole ham.
That photo probably exists.
Look at him finish those hams.
God damn it, ham is good.
Yep. So Homer stumbles upon, I think he might be leaving the bar. He sees Wayne walking in a thunderstorm.
Leaving work, headed to the bar.
Oh, that's what. Yeah, because they're gonna go there. You're right. And he sees him. And he's like, "Hey, can I give you a ride? This weather's terrible." He's like, "No, I'm fine." And then it starts hailing, and the hail finally gets him to jump in the car. And he's like, "Homer, I'm gonna have one beer with you, so then you can never ask me for the rest of your life." And Homer's
After this, I want to be purely professional. Like, he's so grim.
Yep. Very good employee. Like if he worked for you, the job's gonna get done. And Homer's like, "Well, let's just go to Moe's for one," and that's what they do. While there, Snake attempts to rob the place until I think he's in the restroom when it happens, but Wayne bursts out, overpowers him. Like a couple different times, Snake tries to make a move on it here, but goddamn, this is kind of when we learn, holy shit, like Wayne's got a past.
Yeah, like, Wayne's been through some things.
Yeah, Wayne fights too good.
Fucking really takes out Snake pretty hard. Him throwing the billiards triangle over him is pretty funny.
Yeah, that would fucking hurt.
Yeah.
So because of this, Marge and Homer insist that Wayne comes to the Simpsons house for like kind of just like a home cooked meal with the family.
Yep.
And then that's where we're starting to get glimpses into like his background. Like I can't remember how he references it, but we get a great flashback scene where I think maybe Marge, like, how'd you learn how to do that? And we get this, he's like in this fucking underground dojo ran by the government in like a karate outfit. He's fighting different people. The fucking array of enemies that come at him. Like there's like a fucking polar bear.
Yeah.
There's fucking Kobe Bryant.
Yep, Kobe Bryant. The little girl from Kill Bill with the ball on the chain.
Chain on the stick, yeah.
The baseball furies from the Warriors. It's an insane like list of references of people that he fights off.
Yeah.
Fucking Pinhead from Hellraiser.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Chucky.
Yeah, Chucky. It's so good. It's great.
And it's at this point, it's very clear that Wayne just kind of wants to be left alone and do his job. But the local media's caught up on it. And now, he's a star. We got to get him. He's the guy that, thwarted that robbery.
Right before this, going into the commercial at the end of that dinner scene, we get like a Ned teaser. Because this whole time you're kind of waiting to see about Ned and Edna.
Yeah.
And I had kind of forgotten at this point. So I was like, that's fucking good that they stuck this little teaser in here. Because Ned comes to the window. Again, why is Ned in their yard? Yeah. This happens all the time.
Yeah.
Ned's like, did you hear the new news, the big news in my life? And it waits a beat and he goes, I've switched to OJ with extra pulp. And I wrote here, fuck yeah, pulp. That is exactly my note. I am pro pulp. The more the better. The more pulp you can get into orange juice, the better I'm going to like it.
And I like how he called Reverend Lovejoy at 3 a.m. to discuss the ramifications of this.
I tried talking to Reverend Lovejoy and he hung up on me. Boy, he's cranky at 3 a.m.
He just wasn't in the mood.
Where do you stand on your OJ? Are you a pulp boy?
As a child, I hated pulp. As I become an adult,
a silky boy when you're a kid.
Mm-hmm. I drink OJ so infrequently.
Likewise.
I'd say it's 60-40 no pulp.
Okay. If I were to go buy...
I don't have any hot pulp takes. I apologize.
I was going to say, you're pretty fucking,
brand.
Kind of a fucking pulp cuck over here.
I get called by pup. Cocked by pulp. I said cocked by pup. There's 7 Hamses deep over here. It's been a rough few days.
I want to chew my orange juice. Give me as much pulp as you can. We fucking shred up the tree and put it in there. Give me some bark.
And after giving this whole story and kind of giving at some point Homer tries to hug Wayne and Wayne does not like any kind of interaction, especially at that emotional level, and he just takes off. And it's during this time, that's when all the press rolls in. At work, we get Kent Brockman there, and Mr. Burns is getting in on it and attempts. There's a name for the award. He's going to
Silver Helmet.
Okay, that's. I was going to say it's a silver helmet of some kind. Is what my notes say.
Silver Helmet Award.
Yep. And it's just, there's a big ornate vehicle that pulls it out like a 1920s. Like these
so dumb.
Ridiculous. And just a regular silver hard hat. And it's like a real tense moment as Mr. Burns slowly climbs towards him to put the helmet on his head. And as he's about to do it, fucking Wayne snaps and rolls Mr. Burns into a fucking ball. How easily that man can be made to be the size of a volleyball.
He's pretty malleable.
It's so great. He just chucks him against the wall. Fuck that. God bless. We haven't had enough feeble Mr. Burns or Mr. Burns in general.
And he does this because he's reminded of whatever government agency he worked for was trying to put a brain erasing helmet on his head, and he rebelled and fucking knocked everybody out and killed whoever the boss man was.
Yep. And that's he saw the boss man in Mr. Burns. That's how he started choking Mr. Burns. And now he's fucking gone. He's out of the power plant. And Homer is a nice guy. He's like, you can stay with us for a while, get yourself back on your feet. And that's for one of my favorite parts of this fucking episode is I don't even know where's he sleeping. He's on a cot.
Bart's fucking treehouse.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
That explains why the whole neighborhood. This was
one of my favorite jokes in this whole episode as well.
And here is when we get a quick glimpse of Edna in bed with Ned.
The more I think about it, nope, I'm not into that. I want Ned to have somebody, but not Edna.
Yeah, it doesn't fit.
Yep, I don't like it.
No, it'll end.
Yeah,
it'll end.
Hopefully, it'll be a good episode when it does.
They'll make an episode based around it. I bet. the things he's screaming in his nightmares, the whole neighborhood's wide awake. We get like Dr. Hibbert and his wife, because it is very loud. It must really carry. Quiet. Springfield's a quiet town. At one time he says, God damn it, I got to find it. It's, if you move that top hat to St. James Place, we'll all be blown to kingdom. They're playing some kind of like rigged with explosives Monopoly game. Good God, that cracked me up.
That was fun. That whole scene is a lot of fun.
Yep.
Because it's just cutting to all the other couples in town lying wide-eyed awake,
Hearing
just horrified.
Insane war crimes that he's committed.
It's a lot of fun.
So cut to the next morning. They're at the breakfast table drinking coffee, and I think it's Marge asks Wayne what brought him to Springfield, and her fucking line, is it our Frito-Lay distribution center? Christ, I laughed.
God damn it.
Such a good line.
It's probably a good job. Probably pays well.
Yeah. Yep. Fucking be your own boss, kind of.
Yeah.
Driving your own truck, putting chips on fucking shelves.
I don't know about driving a fucking truck. Well, maybe it's not a bad gig.
Yeah, I got a couple buddies that
Driving
have done
a potato chip truck.
It'd just be chip boys.
Chip truck.
I like chips. And it's around this time, video of Wayne beating up Snake at Moe's goes viral, where it's seen by, I think it's just kind of like a Ukrainian criminal, like kingpin.
Crime boss of some sort.
Crime boss,
I don't know that he's ever even given a name.
Yep. I don't think so either, yeah. He decides to go to Springfield for revenge against Wayne. They show up at the house. There's a good scene of Homer just being peak dumb Homer.
I don't know that this is specifically referencing anything, but this part in particular where the crime boss sees him, this feels like a history of violence. Have you ever seen that movie?
Absolutely does.
Yep.
This is it has to be what that's
where
based off
guy sees local news footage of guy he's been looking for this whole time. I love that movie.
That fucking movie's very good. Fucking Cronenberg made that movie.
Cronenberg, baby. Yep. He's got a new movie on the way out.
Oh, no shit.
Also with Viggo Mortensen called Crimes of the Future or Crimes for the Future, one or the other.
It's
looks like he's going straight back to his fucking gnarly body horror.
Oh, is it really?
Oh, yeah.
See, I was thinking if it has Viggo, are they, because like, I think it's History of Violence and Eastern Promises. He made both of those because he went broke making one of his cuckoo weirdo movies, which I do enjoy. And he's like, hey, here's two more straight-laced action movies.
No one's going to throw up in the theater.
Right? No one barfed during Eastern Promises.
Yeah.
Another very good movie.
That's a great movie. I think, gun to the head, I prefer History of Violence, but
it's a cooler idea.
Yeah. Yep. It is. It's still like the best Cronenberg movie is still Crash.
Those
like,
psychopaths at the beginning of History of Violence that like you can't tell if they're friends, if they're a gay couple, and they're just lunatics out in rural America, just randomly killing people.
Those are both great movies.
Yeah.
The Crash is still the best Cronenberg. I adore Crash.
Yeah. Well, Crash is a lot.
Crash will make you have some questions about yourself.
I like Dead Ringers. He's done a lot of good shit.
Videodrome, The Fly.
Yep.
Videodrome's great.
Yep, Fly's good. The Brood, one of his earlier ones. I'm a big Brood guy.
Videodrome's one of those that's a little ahead of its time, where you watch it now and you're like, oh, you called some of today. Okay, that's cool.
Kind of a Cronenberg version of Simpsons did it.
Yeah, exactly.
So they have taken Homer hostage, and basically in an effort to lure Wayne to come after them.
Yeah.
Because Homer's not the prize here. Wayne goes to Little Ukraine because, of course, fucking Springfield has Little Ukraine.
Everything you need.
And I got a kick out of the visual of this. They have frozen Homer in the ice of a skating rink, just breathing through a straw, and he's surrounded by machine gun wielding skating guards.
Yeah, that's a great visual.
Yeah. That's terrifying. Like the idea of
imagine being frozen trapped in an ice rink.
Yeah, I mean, besides the fact you would die quickly because of the cold, but like just being frozen and stiff and only having a straw to breathe through.
I've thought that like even take away the frozen part. I forget which, but there's a Bond movie that takes place like in, let's call it Brazil, somewhere Central America anyway, where he's like floating. I think it's a Connery one. He's underwater breathing through a reed.
Yep.
And I'm just like, I can't think of anything worse. Shoot me in the head.
I've never seen a Connery James Bond all the way through. I remember seeing footage of that as a kid and getting like feeling anxious. Like, I don't like that.
Yeah, that's like a weird claustrophobia thing of like, oh, I can only breathe through this little thing. Nope.
And you can't cause a commotion because they're looking for you. You know, you have to blend in.
And you're trying to stay calm so you're not breathing too heavy because you can only breathe out of this reed.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah.
No thanks.
No,
I'm
thank
good.
you.
Fuck that.
I'll pass, please.
So what we're getting at is I could never be James Bond.
Yeah,
Dry your eyes.
Cross. That was just down to Idris Elba. He had a good run. Made it through the Elite Eight, the Final Four.
Yep, but I'm sorry. Can't be me.
So Homer is in a very precarious situation, but this is what Wayne does for a living, is he gets people out of shit like this. So he's in some kind of storage room and he sees a goddamn t-shirt cannon, which he just fills with some kind of flammable liquid and unleashes hell.
Shooting people with flaming t-shirts.
Getting hit by a gasoline-soaked t-shirt out of a cannon would suck so hard.
Yep.
He kills multiple people.
Oh, yeah.
He kills a lot of people in Springfield.
Those people are dead.
And he then uses the t-shirt cannon flamethrower to melt the ice.
Smart.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Again, this is his thing. This is what he's trained to do. And he gets Homer out of the ice, and Homer is obviously thankful, but they're kind of just realizing that Wayne is not meant for Gen Pop, you know?
Yeah.
And Wayne kind of realizes it. Mm-hmm. He's like, you know what? I'm not cut out for this world. I'm just going to get on the road. I think it's Marge that has the idea. She doesn't say it. It's like, I think I know just the fit for you.
Yeah.
It's just cut to his voice, and then we see he now works at the DMV.
Yep, right alongside Patty and Selma.
Yeah, I thought it was a simple gig, but it was a good way to put a bow on the episode.
Yep, I liked it.
And then it ends with Ned and Edna thanking the voters at the end.
Yeah. I don't.
No. Good episode. There were some good laughs here
it's a good
there.
episode. I did really like this. There's one in particular earlier that I laughed really hard at, where Wayne is showing Lisa how to like grip Bart's elbow in such a way that he'll tell you whatever you want to know.
Yeah.
And Lisa grabs Bart by the elbow and Bart goes, okay, I let Milhouse lie in your bed.
Yeah.
What a fucking creep thing for Milhouse to want to do.
Oh, boy.
That's like, send that boy to the police.
He needs to talk to somebody. He's a special boy. I usually root for Milhouse.
But that's fucking creepy. Yeah, I like that episode.
That's the thing he's holding back. Like, that's the dirty secret.
Episode 2 of season 23 is Bart stops to smell the Roosevelts. I think that's
a stretch.
It's quite a stretch.
That's
I thought the same thing. We start off with a couch gag that is clearly, I looked it up to be sure, but it's clearly done by John Kay of Ren and Stimpy fame.
Yep.
Because it looks exactly like Ren and Stimpy and is like gross in the way that Ren and Stimpy is gross. Like, totally, you know.
What would that guy's second most well-known entity be outside of
being a sexual abuser?
Oh, is this Ren and Stimpy guys?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah. John Kay is maybe a monster. Yeah. He's not a good dude, apparently.
But he never did anything to reach the heights of Ren and Stimpy, right?
I don't think so. As far as professional work goes, I don't think so. I think Ren and Stimpy is probably his highest of high water marks.
Well, are you too young to remember Ren and Stimpy?
So I never saw Ren and Stimpy until like deep into high school, but that's more just sheltered living than anything, you know, because like we didn't get satellite television until I was 15 ish, and Ren and Stimpy wasn't on the 3 channels that we got. So
they weren't airing that on syndication
right
after the local news.
Honestly, my introduction to Ren and Stimpy was probably comic books.
Yeah, they had a Marvel comic book.
Yeah. That's probably where I got most of my Ren and Stimpy was in the comics.
I think the first one was like poly wrapped in plastic, had like a scratch and sniff cover.
Okay.
Yeah, they're really
that sounds right.
Back in that era,
yeah,
they tried to make everything collectible when none of it was.
Yeah, I for sure would have gotten, an issue here or there. Like most of you've seen my childhood comic book
Your
collection.
funny book collection.
Yeah, a lot of real shotgun approach. Boy, there's a lot of Sonic the Hedgehog comics in here. Yeah.
It's what that grocery store had that afternoon.
Exactly. We're having a fundraiser at the school, and it's all nautical themed. That's fun.
Looking Edna looking nice in that mermaid costume.
Yeah, the mermaid tail and a shell bikini. Edna looking good, killing it. We're having an auction. That's kind of seems to be the main attraction at the school fundraiser. Bart pranks everybody by buying everything at ludicrous prices over the phone.
What's the character's name?
Mrs. Knickertwist.
Yeah, Mrs. Knickertwist. There you go.
Is the name. Like, buys everything for way more than it's worth and all that. So at the end, Skinner's like, oh my God, and a new record. We've sold so much shit and for such high prices, all thanks to Mrs. Knickertwist.
How could they not see that coming?
I know, right? And Bart comes through the doors talking in that same voice that he was using on the phone and lets everyone know that they've been had.
They've been had.
And Skinner, pleads almost with Homer of, surely you'll honor your son's massive debt.
His thousands of dollars. What do you think?
Homer's just Homer responds with some real sarcastic pantomiming of handing him money.
Let me open my wallet.
No, of course he's fucking not. What are you talking about? The next day at school, Chalmers comes down hard on Skinner for the embarrassment that was the fundraiser, but to Skinner's fucking credit, he fires right back.
Stands up for himself.
Gives it right back to Chalmers.
Yeah.
Chalmers is giving him shit about how his suit fits, and Skinner's
have
just
a loped shoulder.
Yeah, I have loped shoulders from where the Viet Cong hung me up by a chain. You son of a bitch.
Yeah, we haven't heard a lot about his Vietnam service
to the point that I had forgotten.
Ages over a decade,
up.
I bet has passed.
Yep, they bring up that Skinner was in Nam. Skinner fucking lets Chalmers have it here, which I really liked.
And the other staff, the other teachers, are happy about it.
Yeah, get him, Skinner. I was a big fan of that scene. Chalmers is going to personally be responsible for Bart's education. I don't quite remember specifically how we get there, but it was something along the lines of Skinner being like, well, you deal with him then, and Chalmers saying,
right,
well, I will then.
Yeah.
So Chalmers personally responsible for Bart and his education. We get him and Bart at the library, and Bart being like, fuck this shit, You
ain't the first, you're not the last.
Exactly. Yeah. But Chalmers appeals to Bart's boyhood tendencies by bringing up U.S. President Theodore Roosevelt, number 26 of the presidents.
Really?
Yeah. And how he was a cowboy and a man's man and all the shit that Bart would find cool.
Yeah.
Chalmers really harps on. And there's a segment of people out there who think that. Oh yeah, he was fucking great because he was a man's man. We come from North Dakota, where Theodore Roosevelt National Park is. No one loves Theodore Roosevelt the way North Dakota.
We love him.
Oh my God.
He lived here for 10 months.
Oh yeah, they can't get enough
native son
of New York millionaire Theodore Roosevelt, but they all but put him on the fucking dollar out here.
He did speak glowingly. He does have a fondness. It's doesn't he consider living out here was what helped? He had some kind of old timey illness when he was in his teens, and he thought that living out here, gave him the hardiness to combat it or something like that.
Yeah, and he's a big hunting guy and outdoors guy, so of course he loves North Dakota. But the way fucking North Dakotans talk about Theodore Roosevelt is off the chain.
Yeah, we ain't got a whole lot of people to hang our hats on, so the ones that are willing to have it done, we got to really lean in hard.
He's not one of ours. He just had some nice things to say about where we live.
If you're a D-list celebrity and you've spent an afternoon in North Dakota, talk to the Visitors Bureau. Like, someone will cut you a check to say nice things. Like, at this point, Josh Duhamel makes a living off of supporting North Dakota.
Yeah, absolutely. Josh Duhamel, one of our precious few celebrities that we've hatched.
Married Fergie.
Back when it meant something.
Yeah, right? Yeah. He was getting prime Ferg. One thing that cracked me up, there's a lot that cracked me up in this episode. It's when you can see the worm turning for Bart. He's kind of, oh, really? Oh, for the first time in my life, I'd like to learn more.
Yeah.
God, it cracked up.
He's looking at you see like headlines passing by on a computer about like fucking cowboy Theodore Roosevelt and all the cool shit he's done. And the last one that it stops on is Theodore Roosevelt, father of hottie, which is funny because that's Alice Roosevelt.
Yeah, the one
who, if you know anything about Alice Roosevelt, she was like the Paris Hilton of her time.
A little bit of a black sheep. Yeah.
And like was famous just because of who her dad was and was hot and like would fucking like smoke on the roof of the White House when she wasn't supposed to and ride in cars with boys when she wasn't supposed to. Like Alice Roosevelt is a legitimate like icon to study. So much so like she Roosevelt sent, I want to make sure I get this right, wanted to send Taft to Japan to like talk some fucking strategy, some manner of diplomatic, back and forth of we're going to be boys. And in order to throw the press off the trail, he sent Alice so that that's who everyone would report on. No one even knew that Taft went. And Taft was able to meet the leaders and talk about shit because everyone was worried about what's Alice doing.
Yeah, what's the president's daughter up to?
So good. Alice Roosevelt, fantastic. Theodore Roosevelt is fine.
Yeah.
Had some rough
pluses and minuses.
Had some rough things to do with Native Americans, but
was all gung-ho, all pro-war until one of his kids got iced in World War I.
Yeah, then all of a sudden he doesn't like war.
Yeah, funny how that works.
That. Yeah, funny how that works. Good conservationalist, the parks and all that. Yeah, ups and downs with
as we all
with
have.
Old Ted.
And I did not see a Teddy fucking Roosevelt episode coming down the pipe.
No shit, what are we doing?
But though, strangely compelling.
Yeah, I liked this episode. Chalmers talking to Bart and Bart being like, I'm fucking, this is all well and good, but, the library's closing, so we got to do something else. And Chalmers is like, we can just go outside and learn about shit. And Bart with the line, I thought teachers only went outside to smoke and cry.
So good.
It's so good. Holy shit. So Chalmers takes Bart out horseback riding. Bart, a big fan of horseback riding because horses can shit and walk at the same time.
Just so impressed by that.
Yeah, big fan. I love this little scene that we get here with Bart raving about how great Teddy Roosevelt is and Lisa coming in and being like, oh, listen, I went through my Teddy Roosevelt phase in first grade, but I eventually wisened up to learn that Franklin is the true best Roosevelt. I thought that was a lot of fun.
Yeah. Their interaction right there was great.
Yeah. Millhouse and the bullies get in on this. Jimbo and
this is when it really gets
Nelson
cooking.
And who's the swoop one?
Not Kearney. It's Dolph.
Dolph. There you go. They get in on this. No Kearney, which I thought was weird.
Yep.
So they get in on this. So now it's Bart, Millhouse, and Nelson and those two bullies, and they're all part of this club, this We Love Theodore Roosevelt club. And we get a scene with them at Chalmers' house, and he's just drinking whiskey, talking about, and this is where it gets a little weird viewed through today's lens, because he kind of gets into this weird, like, he hits on a couple of alt-right talking points of, like, You gotta be fucking men, and these damn kids think it's okay to cry and shit. It's like, this is weird looking at this 11 years later.
He's explaining all this, and they're all just loving it. And when he's explaining to Jimbo that the schools failed him, like that modern education has left him behind, and you can just see the very creaky, worn out gears of fucking Jimbo's brain trying to comprehend. He just got his wide eye look. He goes, "School fail me? Does school have to take summer Jimbo?" So insane. It just, Chalmers just, no. But he knows the boys are listening, so he just wants to keep her. God damn it. Does school have to go to summer Jimbo? He's trying his best. That's the best thing. He's trying to parse it together. Like,
holy shit.
Oh, fuck.
So good. Chalmers during a lot of this episode, especially from here on, really strikes me as Nick Offerman in Parks and Rec, except maybe a little less likable.
And it's interesting to get a look at his backstory. We really haven't,
right?
like
23 seasons.
From what I can tell, he's a widower.
Yep. Because he brings that up super briefly.
Yeah.
Outdoorsman.
Yep.
Likes to fish.
Because, like, he talks to his wife, like, at one point, like...
Yep, his deceased wife.
About what he should do, you know. And there's pictures of them together,
Yeah. Chalmers has more than meets the eye. Mm-hmm. Chalmers is going to take his group of boys out onto a field trip to the Springfield Forest to find Teddy Roosevelt's lost spectacles that are out in the woods somewhere. Just a camping trip. Just an excuse to go on a camping trip. And there's this moment here where he's sitting drinking coffee on a log, watching the sunrise, and Bart joins him and tells him about how, like, oh, this is when I miss her most. Like, kind of a nice moment with Chalmers. Yeah. And I love how he's got his cup of coffee and he reaches in his pocket and pulls out a flask and pours a little hooch in there. And then Bart is sitting there with his carton of milk. First off, a carton of milk. Why he has that. And he reaches in his pocket and pulls out a Buzz Cola and dumps a little cola in there. I thought that was pretty cute. I liked that. Nelson has found Teddy Roosevelt's spectacles, but the tree he's hanging from breaks off and he falls down a hill, and now Nelson Muntz's wonderful mother is going to sue Chalmers and the school.
Is it gravity blows? Is that what he says?
Gravity blows as he's laying at the bottom of the pit. Chalmers is fired, and now we're back to boring old school. Yep. Bart sitting in the classroom not learning anything because he's not engaged.
Put your head down. Put your head on your desk. Like that. It's sticky from the kid before.
Yeah, it's sticky from the soda that the kid before me had. This is when he sees Chalmers depression fishing. He's like out on a... There's just a lake by the school or a pond.
Yep. That's stocked with fish.
Yep. And a dock, and Chalmers got a fishing hat, and he's fishing for dinner. Yeah. I thought that was super dumb and very funny. Yep. So they have a little chat, Bart and Chalmers, and then we see the boys up in the treehouse, and they have a plan. They're going to take over the school until Chalmers gets his job back. Very much like an Ames occupation of Alcatraz.
Yeah, a Toy Story movie was like, or Toy Soldiers was like that.
Is that what the plot of Toy Soldiers is?
Yeah, it's early. Is it Toy? Yeah, it's Toy Soldiers. The early mid '90s with like Sean Astin.
I can see the DVD cover in my head, but I've never seen it.
I think they go to like a really shitty private like boys academy, and like we got to stand up for ourselves because like it's not played for laughs at all. It's like a serious movie. Like,
okay, I was thinking of Small Soldiers, the CGI movie about the toys.
Different.
Holy shit!
They didn't make a Happy Meal about Toy Soldiers. You couldn't get a 44-ounce Taco Bell cup with a picture of Sean Astin
I was like,
on
is
it.
that what that movie's about?
It's a gritty drama. We'll do all the voices over again.
I just assumed we were on the same page. In my head, I was like, I didn't know Sean Astin was a voice in that movie.
Think of what movie you were thinking of, but I knew I was thinking, is he thinking about the Robin Williams movie called Toys?
No, that's even more different.
That's a weird fucking movie too. The movie's so insane. I think it's a Barry Levinson movie too. Like, what the fuck's going? Toys needs to be
and
discussed.
now I'm thinking of The Toy with Richard Pryor, where that rich white kid owns Richard Pryor.
Yeah, I'm almost sure the movie I'm thinking of was called Toy Soldiers, but now I'm gaslighting myself over here.
Yeah, now I don't know which way is up.
Yeah.
Maya goes
Small soldiers. What were they thinking? The cross promotion from that was everywhere. They thought that was going to be huge.
I've never seen it, but I remember seeing promo for that fucking thing everywhere.
Yeah, they pushed. Funny there isn't a shitty N64 game called Small.
I bet there is.
Probably. There probably is. I've just never seen it.
Well, maybe not, because there was a popular series of games around that time. That was based around you played as little green army men.
Yep, I remember that game.
There's fucking half a dozen of those fucking games.
Oh, really?
So maybe that market was already cornered.
Yeah. But I wonder if that was just a PlayStation option. Were those games on?
That could have been PlayStation exclusive. Yeah. I don't know off the top of my head. Fucking, no matter which forgotten movie we're talking about, my reference for what happened here was the American Indian movement's takeover of Alcatraz. I just want that pointed out.
See, was Alcatraz even inhabited at that time, or was it just kind of like, this is a good PR move?
It was a tourism spot. I think when they took it, or maybe it wasn't.
No, I think that happened in the 70s.
It might have been completely
in like 62
abandoned.
or something like that is when they got rid of.
Yeah,
because that's been around 50 fucking years. Yeah.
Yep. Whew, boy, we all have our own reference points. So the kids take over the school. They lock all the teachers out and take it over. Bart has his Theodore Roosevelt hat and the spectacles on. The SWAT team shows up. The news is there. It's a whole thing. They keep threatening to drop the photocopier out the window.
Who's trying to get in the front door?
Skinner.
That's what okay.
Yeah. And the cops, really.
They stay back or like, and Skinner's at one point he's like, we have like a 30-year payment plan.
Yeah.
30-year mortgage on their photocopier.
On the photocopier. That's very funny.
So good. Oh.
Holy shit. Chalmers shows up, tries to talk some sense into Bart, and kind of does. Like, hey, this isn't the way to do it. But Bart's like, no, we're not leaving until you get your job back. And that's when fucking Wiggum shoots the guy from the school board in the leg accidentally. Yeah. And he's just like, okay, fuck, whatever you want, and gives Chalmers his job back. And open the doors, and that's it.
There's another fun little side thing going on during all this because Bart's kind of the ringleader of this, and okay, we've set it off, things are happening, gears are rolling. He's like, it's like, Jimbo, you got to do this. Nelson, you got to do this.
Yep.
Milhouse, you got to take your nap. I don't want to take my nap. You know how you get if you don't take a nap. And then cut to later on, he's now the one dangling the goddamn fucking photocopier off.
The whole thing is resolved. The doors are open. The children are out.
Yeah.
And we cut up to fucking Milhouse, who has shoved the photocopier out the window. It's broken. And he's just hucking paper out.
And eventually his shirt and pants.
Yep. And Bart's like, did you take your nap? And Milhouse goes,
what do you think?
Does it look like I took my nap?
Yeah. Holy shit, 10 years old is an awesome age to still need a nap.
Unbelievable. It's so fucking funny. All in all, this was a good episode. I was into this episode quite a bit.
This is, for me, top 10 post Simpson peak episode.
Post Prime.
I was fucking dying during parts of this. This was, and like good writing too. Like it was like interesting and like
weirdly specific premise. Chalmers teaches the boys about Teddy Roosevelt. That's a weird premise.
And also just kind of like sees the boys. So these are boys that haven't been seen.
Yeah.
Like, they're just nuisances. So now they have someone in their life that's actually like giving an interest in them, and they're responding to it to the point that they take a fucking school over.
Right.
But it's like, this is God. I was like, fucking A, this was good.
The most we've ever seen into Chalmers's life. This is a good episode.
Chalmers is usually almost always played for just like ridiculous comic effect.
Yeah, exactly. Or just to be mean to Skinner.
They're driving to fucking Bolivia, and God, Bolivia is such a great place to leave to.
Yeah, it's a good insert country here. That's a pretty funny one.
Which one that you could technically drive to?
Absolutely.
I bet it's a goddamn chore.
I bet you're going to hit a couple of roadblocks in there.
Somebody at one point started in way northern Alaska in an 80s Chevy Suburban and drove from the whatever city or town, village, all the way to the peak bottom of like Argentina and Chile.
Oh, yeah.
They did like
technically, you can make that drive.
If that's like a fucking 12,000 mile drive or something like that. But just to say I guess the hardest part is you get to a certain part of Chile. It's not, there's no highways anymore. It's just like open, wild, there's nothing we could do with this land. So like, there's no reason to put highways through it.
It's just fucking Baja racing through the fucking wilderness.
And they had to can we even if we put it in 4-wheel drive right now, is this going to get better or is it just going to get worse? And then we're stuck in the middle of this. I don't even know what it probably wouldn't be jungle there, but it'd just be not good.
Mountainous anyway. There's fucking the
Andes
forget
Mountains.
that whole edge is all mountains.
Yeah, the Andes Mountains are cuckoo bananas how big they are. Like some of the most brutal, unforgiving. Well, that's where the movie Alive happened.
Oh, right.
Yep, they landed their plane in the Andes.
They didn't have a good time.
No,
they weren't having funsies.
That was not Spring Break 78.
Not a lot of patty cake in that movie, if you've ever seen it.
They probably made cakes out of a woman named Patty. That's how that went.
That's where that word comes from, patty cake.
It's she's forming up. She had enough, she's hippie enough to make good breakfast sausage. We should have ate Patty weeks ago.
You ever watch that, what's that kind of new-ish show that's kind of like Alive but different? Plane crash soccer team, the Yellow Jackets with Christina Ricci.
Oh, I've heard people reference that show. That's what that's about?
I think that's about it's like a soccer team that went down in the mountains and had to do some bad shit, and now it's 30 years later, and they're like they all swore they wouldn't say the things they did in the plane crash, but now they're dealing with it. I don't know the specifics. I've never seen it. That's an
interesting premise.
Yeah, and I love Christina Ricci, so it's got to be good if it's got Christina Ricci in it.
Well, now
I can't say that. Prozac Nation's a fucking dog shit movie, but
she made a werewolf movie too. Cursed, I think it was called.
Oh, yes, you're right.
Which that might have even been good. I don't even remember it, but
people fucking overlook Black Snake Moan. Black Snake Moan is a legit banger, fucking good ass movie.
I remember when it came out. I've never seen though.
2 of Craig Brewer's movies, Black Snake Moan and Hustle and Flow, are both fucking outstanding.
Huh. I've never seen Hustle.
From there on, I think he made fucking what is it?
SWAT 2.
No, it was even worse. It's like fucking Step Up Havana Nights or something like that. Like Craig fucking Black Snake Moan was a horrible bomb, and Craig Brewer never recovered.
Money. Yeah. He had at that point he had a mortgage.
Poor fella, because those first 2 movies are so good.
And we're up to episode 3 of season 23, Treehouse of Horror. Did I?
You did it.
I was fucking...
You're on a hot streak.
Right?
You know it's called Treehouse
But I
of
caught
Horror.
myself. There's like, oh no, isn't it like...
You always question yourself, don't you?
I hadn't been, though, but this one caught me.
Have some self-confidence, boy.
I did it.
How many hams does it take for you to have confidence?
Right, yeah. Usually booze is the thing that gives you confidence.
Or do you get over the bell curve?
Now we're in the
The
darkness.
way back down, yeah.
Now, God, we need to drink till we cry. That'd be a good podcast thing to catch. And
we can do that.
We'd have to move to the hard stuff for that to happen.
I got the hard stuff. I'm halfway there, baby. Yeah.
We still got...
Wow!
We still got 3 episodes to get through. Crying. 1, we're just snoring, and for some reason we think that's okay. That's a wrap.
Like another hour of good solid drinking and Live's Throwing Copper album, and I might get there.
Has to end with us being beat up by a cop. And not even like we're the victim. We initiated the assault because it's like a welfare check, and we promptly get our asses kicked.
Hey, fuck you, pig! Whap, whap.
Oh, stop hitting
me! Just crying.
Why are you hitting me?
Don't let the cat get out.
So up to Treehouse of Horror 22. I don't know if you noticed that there were two. It's a real quick, not a lot of pomp and circumstance going into the intro. Cuts to the story pretty quick. We do get a glimpse of the Simpsons house, and there were tombstones in the yard. One for Maude.
Okay.
One for Bleeding Gums Murphy.
Nice.
And one for Frank Grimes, which I thought that was some good references. Yep. And the whole premise is that the kids, Lisa's Halloween costume, she's a saxophone with like a hand playing it too.
Yep.
Like,
and a second hand down on the bottom where you would put your other hand. Yep.
Can you recall what Bart was? Was his maybe nothing?
Oh, he's like a spaceman, and then Maggie is the chest burster.
Is the xenomorph that bursts. Yeah. That's fun.
Yep, that's great. Lisa's, though, God, that's bonkers.
Yeah.
It's the hands. It's the disembodied hands.
What a weird thing to add to that.
So weird.
And they are psyched because they made a real haul on Halloween candy. I remember that feeling. It was always good. Like, we really did some work tonight. And Marge, of course, she's a good mom, not going to let these kids eat 75 mini Snickers every night before they go to bed. So she exchanges some of their gifts or some of their candy for like healthy, boring.
Like, takes all their candy and gives them fucking dental shit.
Yeah, like non-flavored dental floss, plain red toothbrush or whatever it is. Like, and not just some of it, like just all the candy's gone.
Yeah.
And
I have a question for you. Did those little picks with the dental floss in them, did those kill the roll of dental floss? Because ever since those showed up, where it's like pointy toothpick on one end, it's like a plastic stick with a C that has floss in it on the other end, did that kill that? Because I have never purchased a box of floss ever since.
I know it didn't kill it because it's still for sale, but God, it had to take a bite out of crime.
Why would you ever buy that shit ever again when those picks exist? I bet, like, it's a boring answer, but I bet those picks are way more expensive.
And it's what you're familiar with too. Like, let's say if you were 65 years old, you've just been flossing your entire adult life. You know what works. You're just gonna keep buying. You probably your eye doesn't even register it. Like so you just look right past. So there we go. There's the roll of Johnson & Johnson peppermint fucking floss that I've literally been buying for 7 presidential administrations.
Because I buy those picks.
The picks are. My gums have never been healthier than when I got into the pick lifestyle.
Like I got those picks, and I own a water pick. Like I fucking like my gums fucking love me, baby.
Yeah.
But I can't imagine buying one of those like roll in a box.
Yep.
Those weird trapezoid. They picked a weird shape for that box.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I've been burning through some of that lately because you always get a little sample when you go to the dentist in your goodie bag.
I need to go to the dentist. Yeah. It's been too long.
Go check it out. They'd love to have you.
Yeah, I went 13 years without going to the dentist, and then haven't gone since. And that was 3 years ago.
Oh yeah.
Like I'm gonna say 2 of those years it was COVID, not going to the dentist. But one of those years I'm definitely responsible for. I'll own up to it. But I need to go.
Well, just this month, 2 days from when we record this, I'm getting one of my teeth sawed off to the hump. And they're putting a crown on me, baby.
What the fuck?
My teeth have betrayed me.
Just for the fun of it?
I'm having some issues with it, and it's like 80% filling, and it's starting to like bowl like an old ship taking on water.
Teeth can do that?
No, your teeth hate you. Your teeth's goal is to get out of your head. Your gums are needy, and they keep them locked into place. Our gums are the villain in the tooth story.
Meanwhile, your teeth are just running. They're just going for it.
Yep, fucking
trying to escape.
Tramps like us.
Man, Your teeth are the teens and your gums are the hostile.
Yeah, right.
I can't. I've never had a filling or a cap or a crown or
so
a
wild.
cavity
My teeth,
or a fucking nothing.
I am 30% cat or crown at this point in my mouth.
30% crown.
Yeah.
That's how I like my drinks.
Yep.
I mean, pour one out for your fucking tooth or whatever.
Yeah. Oh, but I'll have a brand new chomper.
What blows my mind, being someone who's never had any dental problems outside of braces, my shit were all crooked. It blows my mind how nonchalantly people have dental work. Like, I got a filling. Oh, I got a crown.
Yeah.
Oh, they yanked one. Like, they just say it and move on as if it's nothing. And I can't. I'm sorry. What? You had fucking molten nickel or whatever poured into a hole that's in one of your teeth? I can't imagine.
And there's a whole new thing now. If you were to get a filling, they now have a laser thing that they just put in your mouth, and there's like a bright light, and there's no more needles. There's no more pain. Like, fillings used to be a white knuckle ride of terror. I remember as a kid, do you want nicotine or do you want the Novocaine? The needle hurts the most when you're young, so you say no. And then the goddamn butcher in my hometown is giving us fillings without any anesthetic.
Jesus.
That's how you get people to admit to war crimes.
I know where the yellow cake is. No, it blows my mind that people are so nonchalant about it. Just, got a filling, dum-de-dum. It's like, if I was told that, there's a hole in one of your teeth that we got to inject some molten metal into, I'd weep in that chair. I'd be like, what do you mean? Yeah. There's a hole?
You think maybe your mom just cut him a check and they tell you everything's fine? They just give you fillings on the sly? Like, A+ job, Marlon.
Yep, just a normal cleaning. You want bubble gum, right? I do want bubble gum.
Yeah. So I got friends that say...
I'm 25 at the time.
I got friends that say their checkups usually don't take 3.5 hours. It's different for everyone, We just really wanted to get a good look at your chompers. There's an oral surgeon there covered in blood. The things I saw.
I think this is a veterinarian's office. I saw you leading that horse out of here. I heard the gunshot.
That horse had PTSD from watching what we did to your teeth. That horse is 18 months old.
My favorite fucking costume out of all of these Simpsons is fucking Homer as Dr. Manhattan.
Yeah. What a random ass, just kudos to whoever thought of that. That was smart. Yeah.
I was fucking dying seeing Homer in his underwear as Dr. Manhattan.
Yeah, all painted up.
Holy shit, with the circle on his forehead and everything.
Oh, they nailed it. Yeah.
They did it right. Did the whole thing up. This is like Simpsons timely because that movie came out in 2009.
Yeah.
So they're doing this in 2011. That's Simpson time.
I wonder when 127 Hours came out, because that's what this is based on.
Oh yeah, it does go there. So
Marge has taken all their candy and replaced it with like dental hygiene products, and she has tasked Homer with getting rid of it. And he's supposed to toss it into some gorge or some valley or something like that, which he kind of does. I thought he'd just keep it, eat it, but
that's what he was going to do.
Oh, is that what it is?
He was on his way up to. What's it called? He's supposed to drop it off at the Candy for Troops event at the USO.
Right. Yep.
Which I forget exactly how it's put, but it's something along the lines of, that lets soldiers in Iraq know that we're having fun at home.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. But instead he drives it out to, and the sign says, Candy Eating Peak.
So ridiculous.
127 Hours, by the way, 2010. So
okay,
more timely than The Watchmen.
Yeah, very good movie.
Or Watchmen, sorry, not the. There's no the.
So Homer, just like in that movie, Homer ends up getting his arm pinned under a boulder, which stop him from being able to grab the candies. So he makes a 911 call. And when he hears that they will only be able to come in 20 minutes, he chooses to bite his own arm off. Because he's has the brain of a tadpole. He can't wait 20. He's like chewing multiple limbs off.
I like that he puts in plastic vampire teeth for it. I thought that was a nice touch.
Yeah, that'll help.
Yeah.
And he frees himself to find the bag of treats, and he opens it, and it's just full of Lisa and Bart's vegetables, which is a nice twist.
Yeah. And then cuts to the kids eating candy.
Yeah, it's like eat up homeboy or something like that is what it says on there.
I thought this was an extremely long opening thing for the treehouse.
I enjoyed it,
funny.
but it was funny.
Is 127 hours good?
Very good.
Is it?
Danny Boyle movie. Danny Boyle's batting
I
average.
love Danny Boyle.
Yep.
Man.
Yep. And
Sunshine is so goddamn good.
Yep.
And people forget about it. Even now, in the world of fucking Chris Evans being the biggest star in the world, people forget Sunshine.
Oh, he was in that?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no shit.
Boy, I hope I'm right about that.
Yeah. There's a guy that in my head fits that bill, so that makes sense.
I'm pretty positive it is. Fucking 28 Days Later.
Yeah.
Trainspotting, of course.
Trainspotting is very good. A movie called Millions, that's very good. Slumdog Millionaire is a good movie.
I never saw Slumdog. Yep. I've heard it's good. I also never saw Life of Pi.
Oh yeah, that's fun enough. It's interesting.
Is it good? The kid with the tiger.
Yep.
In the boat.
I'd put it just a sliver below Slumdog Millionaire.
Okay. Yeah, I've never seen either of those. I was thinking about Trainspotting just the other day. I should watch that. I was kicking around doing
all those guys had abs.
I had a big pile of heroin, and I was like, you know who looks good? Ewan McGregor in Trainspotting.
Got that tight body. I want a tight body.
I should try to do too tight. That body is too tight.
That body's taut.
That's what heroin does.
Yeah.
I had to double check. Yes, Chris Evans is in Sunshine. As is Cillian Murphy, because he's in all the fucking Danny Boyle movies.
Any British movie. He just has, it's some kind of part of the tax code.
Gotta have Cillian Murphy.
Yeah, he's very good, though. Fuck, he should be.
I like him a lot.
Yeah, he's a very good actor. And we ran into this on Treehouse episodes where we get a premise that's not horror at all. I mean, part of this is horrific, but like it's the first one. It's the diving bell and the butterball.
I have no idea what this is as far as reference goes.
A little art house movie that came out around the same time as 127 days or 127 hours called The Diving Bell and the Butterfly. It's about a man who ends up getting, I don't know if it's paralyzed or maybe some kind of ALS type thing where he's trapped in his own body.
Okay.
And it's like him reliving his own life.
Is it like first person and narration the way this is?
Yep.
Okay.
And in this, he ends up getting paralyzed or frozen basically because he's bitten by a spider.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny. He finds this, he's like, squish, 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 squish. He's grabbing its abdomen and squeezing it so its limbs will shoot out straight. Well, I could never do this with a real spider.
Yeah, he's putting up Halloween decorations.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yep. And he's frozen in a very uncomfortable position, which I'm striking right now, which you cannot see.
It's a good look. It looks like you're hanging your tray. It looks like you're hanging your wrist after shooting a three.
Feeling myself after stroking a three-pointer. Yeah. And he's trapped like this, and it looks like a life worse than death.
Yeah.
And he's sitting, leaning. He can't really sit, leaning on the couch. He's talking to Lisa, and Lisa says something maybe about Marge, and Homer lets out like this soft, wistful fart. And then that's when Lisa, who's very inquisitive, figures out, basically builds a way for him to talk through his ass.
It's ridiculous.
I did laugh.
Fart communication.
Some of the farts were very good.
Good fart sounds.
There's some very good fart sounds.
Yeah. I like that Lisa has the wherewithal to be like, okay, let me go through the alphabet and you fart when you want me to stop. And A, B, C, D, burnt. And okay, D, and she writes this whole fucking thing based on his farting.
So good.
Made me think of Breaking Bad, the guy in the chair with the bell.
Oh, yeah,
and they have the board with the letters on it.
Yeah. And Homer, now that he can tell, he can finally communicate with Marge, life's gotten better. And I see something coming here.
I laughed so fucking hard at the joke. They don't even like present it as a joke, but you see Lisa being like, okay, I'm going to go through the alphabet. You fart when you want me to write a letter down. And like you get like the first 3 letters of this, and then you get Lisa reading the letter that is the result of this. And it is the most elaborate, beautifully worded thing that The Simpsons have ever put forth. She talks for like 4 straight minutes. And the idea that that entire bit was written by Homer farting at what letter you want me to write down is so funny to me.
And that's part of the diving bell and the butterfly too. There's a lot of like really flowery prose about love and stuff like that.
Yeah. I laughed so fucking like because Lisa just like talks over whatever they're doing in the show, but it's like if you were to sit and write that down, that's a fucking 4-page letter on regular notebook paper.
Oh, how many hours that would take?
Right, exactly. It's so bonkers.
And so now life has kind of reached a little more normalcy. Like the family's happy, but he's outside, I think, grilling is what he's up to.
Yeah, or at least just hanging out outside. I forget which.
Another spider descends. God damn if it doesn't bite Homer, and now he has the power of Spider-Man.
Unbelievable.
If Spider-Man was paralyzed.
Yeah.
With some insane visual of just the web swinging with this stationary Homer like a fucking paperweight just flailing behind it.
Frozen on a dolly. On a push dolly.
God, I forgot about that.
God.
That's what they wheel him around in. It's a goddamn fucking push cart.
Unbelievable the visuals in the end of this.
Yeah. So that's and Marge sees him. They do like the kind of played out now, pulling down Spider-Man's mask when he's upside down to give him a smooch, and that's pretty much the end.
Yeah, it was
fine.
That was fun. I thought that was fun. Yeah. I laughed real hard at that long letter. You know, outside of that, it's whatever. But that long letter, boy, that was very funny.
That was well done. Whoever's behind that. Our second short for this Treehouse of Horror is Dial D for Diddley, which is a play off Dial M for Murder. We get kind of Flanders just kind of surveying the streets of Springfield and his thoughts,
narrating to himself.
Yep. And that's we find out that Flanders has gotten a call from God to rid the world of sinners by murdering them, which a little bit of a play on a Bill Paxton movie called Frailty.
Fuck yeah, it is. I was thinking of Frailty a lot during this.
I actually thought of this recently because it came up. How many times have you been to the movies and you were alone? I saw Frailty alone in the theater. It was like a 1 p.m. showing on a Friday. Like,
I think Frailty is okay at best.
Good premise.
I don't think
it's not perfect.
I don't, the twist in Frailty I thought was like, man, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Like, that was one of those movies, and this happens every so often with twist movies, where it's like the whole movie, I'm like, this is dumb. This logic doesn't check out. What the fuck? And then the twist comes to explain all the things that I just had a problem with, and now I'm like doubly mad. Now I'm not like, oh, that explains all the problems I had with this movie, so now it's great. It's like, now I'm pissed that you made me go through all that horse shit and then explained it in the last 10 minutes.
It only works if you're with it prior to the twist.
Yeah.
If you're following that and not seeing a bunch of holes in that narrative. Yeah.
I went through all of Frailty being like, this doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. Why are we doing this? How has no one noticed that? What the fuck? I was like mad at that whole movie. And then at the end, like when you look at it as a whole, you're like, oh yeah, that makes sense. That totally makes sense. Why none of this other stuff made sense? But I was still fucking mad. Huge kudos, though, to Powers motherfucking Booth in that movie.
R.I.P.
God damn, he's good in that movie.
Had a good run in Deadwood, too. He's the rival saloon owner.
God damn it, I need to see that movie. I know him as Curly Bill Brocious in
Tombstone.
You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's also because of how I was raised, having never seen Terminator until after Tombstone. Michael Biehn is from Tombstone.
Yeah. Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
It's an Aliens Ride or Die. So,
sure. Yeah.
Curly Bill, there's like a meme or a gif of him that's become commonplace over the years.
Bye.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah. Fucking Tombstone's a good movie.
Tombstone's a fucking good movie.
Yeah.
First half better than the second half.
Yep.
That was
Agreed.
one of those where the real director, like, fucking got fired or something halfway through that
Interesting.
movie, and Kurt Russell directed the back half of that movie.
Really?
He was like, well, I'll do it, I guess.
No shit.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Yep. That's why the front half's better than the second half.
I never would have guessed.
Sam Elliott, Bill Paxton,
Yeah, that's a very good. It's cast well.
Val Kilmer. God
Yeah,
damn it, that's a
fuck
good
yeah.
movie.
A role Val Kilmer was born to play.
My people always point to "I'm Your Huckleberry." For me, Val Kilmer's best line of that whole movie, and I die every time I see it, is, "Maybe poker's not your game, Ike. Let's have a spelling contest." It is so funny to me. I adore that line.
Yeah, there's some. Yeah, that movie has some great dialogue in it.
Yeah, that's a fucking good movie.
One
No
of the
way around it.
wives is a good actress too, or maybe it's the woman that Wyatt Earp leaves his original wife for.
Oh, sure.
I don't know if it's Jean.
I don't know that actress's
Yeah.
name.
There's like 3 women that are all brunettes that all starred in movies in the early 90s that I always get mixed up. It's Jean Triplehorn and a couple other women. If you were to Google Jean Triplehorn, you're like, yep, this woman looks like 7 other actresses.
Sounds like the weirdest threesome request I've ever heard. Gene Triplehorn and a couple other women.
There's only one specific. I'll trust your judgment on the other 2. During the whole...
Oh, right.
Yeah, this is just... Yeah.
I got hung up on Powers Booth for too long. Frailty. That's how we got
There we
here.
go. Yeah, we led a slippery slope down to Tombstone, to Kurt Russell.
Also, because I know you were going to go by it, we get the Dexter intro.
Is that what that is?
Yeah, the music that jaunty little
Really? Okay.
While
I figured it had to be something.
Ned is like smearing jam on
Yeah.
toast and tightening his bootlaces real tight. Like, that's the Dexter intro.
No shit.
Yeah.
I've seen one ep way back in the day. Always heard it was good. I heard it ends like horse shit.
The first episode is super good. Or, I'm sorry, the first season is super good. And then I thought the second season sucked, and I stopped watching. So I couldn't tell you where it goes from there.
Yeah, I've heard like the last season was very disappointing for the fans that were real into it.
Yeah, first season's good.
I did like how when Ned is now this avenging angel or devil, depending what side you're on, and he fucking comes upon goddamn fucking Mr. Burns dumping his own back in the truck up.
Yeah.
Throwing the latch.
Why is Burns doing it?
So great. So Burns gets cheesed. And then, yeah, it's just basically we get scenes of Flanders killing everyone because God tells him to.
Yeah, Burns, Snake.
Yeah. It's around this time we find out that Homer has some kind of like voice, like, I don't know what you would call it. Like
Modulator,
voice,
I would call it.
modifier, modulator. And he's been God the whole time.
Yeah, because Ned thinks God's talking to him to tell him to kill these people.
Ugh,
and then it turns out it's just Homer.
Yep, terrific. And justifiably pissed. Fucking Ned goes over there and they're getting into it. And then that's when the goddamn ceiling of the house rips off and there's God.
God himself.
Yep.
Says, "Why you little?" and strangles Homer to death. Also, the first appearance of God on The Simpsons in a long time.
Yep.
We've seen God before.
Yep.
And it's been a long time.
Also, haven't seen the devil in a while.
Haven't seen the devil in a while.
And what do we find out? Apparently, Maud is screwing the devil.
The devil is stupping Maud.
Yeah.
I had a good laugh at that as well. I also, man, because like it goes on a while. I feel like we like kind of brushed by a lot of stuff, but like you got the gist of it. Like, yeah, he thinks it's God, but it's Homer.
Yep.
And there's a lot of sight gags in there.
Yeah.
When they do that fucking Wile E. Coyote scene where he drops that boulder on Patty and Selma, and then like fucking darts off in a cloud of smoke.
Like Oakley dokley. And just
I thought that was
peels out
very
of
funny.
there. Yeah.
Like, what a fun thing to do.
Takes out Patty and Selma because that's who Homer wants to see die.
Yeah. Roadrunner and Wile E. Coyote, pretty up there in my Looney Tunes pantheon. I adored those whenever they showed up.
For me, I was a step below. I like the talkies. I like Daffy. I like Bugs, and I like Porky Pig.
I appreciated the Wile and Roadrunner cartoons because of how much they portrayed with no words.
Yeah, and there's none.
It's the same reason I adore the Pink Panther cartoons.
Yeah.
Like the Pink Panther says so much without saying a word, and I think that's an impressive talent.
Yeah.
Same with Tom and Jerry. Tom and Jerry didn't talk, and those cartoons are
you're
great.
right. Yeah.
Fucking God damn it, the Pink Panther's so good. Now I have the song in my head.
God, in my head, those always seemed lame, but I was a little kid. Yeah.
What?
I just like, this is boring.
Get out of
Pink
this
Panther's
house.
a dud.
No. There's so much good jazz in those cartoons.
Yeah, 7-year-old me wasn't looking for jazz.
The beach bum, the beach bully with the fucking barbells.
I think you might be watching different ones than I was watching.
Oh my God. Oh, the fucking French guy with the big nose and the little mustache. It's so good.
Yeah.
I especially like the part in that song where it gets to the breakdown where it's just like seems like they're having fun. Damn it, where can I watch the Pink Panther? I wonder if that's streaming anywhere.
Check your sites.
And the poor Pink Panther ended up just being some fucking mascot for some goddamn insulation company. Not fair.
Yeah, maybe like a fucking box spring manufacturer or something. Something very below his status.
Someday the Pink Panther will be seen with the same reference as Black Panther.
I'll keep hoping for that.
It's hard to Google it. They always want to bring up that goddamn Steve Martin movie. I don't give a fuck about it.
Yep.
Fucking Clouseau. I'm here for the cartoon. Give me the pink cat.
The final of the three is In the Navy. I think it's how that's supposed to be pronounced.
Yeah.
Bart and Milhouse must infiltrate an alien planet by posing as the natives. It's kind of the premise of Avatar.
It's Avatar.
This is basically just Mad Lib the screenplay of Avatar and enter Simpsons characters in its place.
Yeah, pretty
much what it is.
Like, kind of by the numbers, it's just Avatar.
Because just like the movie, Bart's a soldier. He's rah for the cause. And this is the way we can do it. We put your body in this thing. You get an Avatar body, and you can let us know. You can become one of them.
Yeah.
And the higher ups are Chalmers and Skinner, I believe. They're I can't think of the actor. Giovanni Ribisi was like the shithead company man.
Yeah.
Then there were military guys too. There's like the gung ho military guy.
I'm envisioning the gruff, scarred-faced military man. That's who Chalmers is.
Yeah, because he has this giant exoskeleton.
And Krusty is the man on the TV screen about how we got to get the hilarium.
Yeah, the hilarium is the mineral they're looking for.
God damn it! Because in Avatar, do you remember the mineral in Avatar?
What is it?
It's the dumbest fucking thing. Unobtainium.
Oh my God!
Avatar sucks. Avatar's not.
I can't go that far, but
it is an extremely impressive utilization of 3D. Yeah. Outside of that movie's garbage.
That movie's fucking good.
Hot fucking garbage. Michael Bay would never direct a piece of shit like that.
Number 2, I think after 13 years, a trailer's going to be released.
It's on its way. Yeah, crazy. Avatar 2 is on the way.
A fucking filmmaker as talented as James Cameron.
Do anything
wasting his fucking his final good years. He's a 7-year-old man.
Yep.
Make fucking Alien 5, you fuck.
I would watch Titanic 2 before I would watch Avatar 2.
It's all animated.
All right.
It's just a dancing fucking hull of a ship.
Fucking Avatar sucks. Avatar is so dumb. It's so long. It's been done a million times. South Park nailed it where Avatar is dances with wolves. Yeah, it's just space. Dances with wolves. It's exactly the same story.
Yeah. The fights are good. It looks good.
It does. There's no arguing with that. It does look very good.
It's Sigourney Weaver.
It makes me want to watch Fern Gully. Is what it wants to do. Sigourney Weaver rules.
The one funny thing about this version is how they don't look like the Avatar characters. They look like the space monster.
They look like the Simpsons aliens. Yeah. And I think that's extremely funny.
So we got Milhouse and Bart aliens, and Bart kind of has a run-in with one of the women of the species. and ends up somehow knocking her up.
Yeah, with their, because again, like Avatar, with their weird bonding sex thing.
Like they have like one of their head tentacles connects, because that's also how they can like they ride those flying pterodactyl looking things. That's how they communicate with them. So now Bart is not panicking. He's like, I'm not ready to be a dad, like I'm 10. And Milhouse, there's a great scene where Milhouse keeps messing things up, and the woman is like, everything here is alive. He's like, I got these flowers for you. Killed those flowers. I'm so sick. He starts headbutting that tree. Now you're having sex with that tree.
That was a funny bit.
It just kept going on and on and on. And then eventually that we get the big battle scene. We get the giant exoskeletons.
Yeah.
And all these random ass fucking creatures come out that have like cannons built into their heads and shit. I got a kick out of the silliness of that. Like, and then we just like with the movie, we got the Chalmers, who's the badass military guy who's now taking it personally, and like he looks like he's gonna win, but in the end, fucking Bart's alien thing wins out.
Oh, the nature people win.
Yeah. And is that pretty much it?
That's the end of that.
It just like you summed it up. This just feels like Avatar.
Yeah, it's just Avatar.
Also, not a horror movie.
Yeah, also that. But like, I feel like it really leaned in on so many of the jokes in that last one were Bart going, "What?" Like, I'm pregnant. What? Yeah, like, it's just dumb. I will admit though that I got a really good chuckle when Bart wakes up from his avatarization and he's a Simpson alien, like he looks like Kang or Kodos, I was like, okay, assholes, I thought you were going to do the big blue people. Yeah. And the fact that you were doing the Simpson aliens is very funny. Yeah.
Milhouse's Simpson alien was a good design, like with that blue hair.
It's the only credit I gave that whole episode.
Yeah, feel pretty fucking
not that whole episode, but that whole segment. Easily my least favorite of the three. Yeah, and the other two I liked.
Oh, really? Yeah, I think you're a little. I didn't mind the first one. They kept going downhill for me.
Okay, sure. I think that that Ned one in the middle is my favorite of the bunch.
Okay.
And then at the end, after that Na'vi one, the Simpsons like come out and preach consumerism. Yeah. Like that's the end of the Halloween special, and since Halloween's over, it's time to start your Christmas shopping, and Christmas music plays, and Lisa comes out in her dumb saxophone costume being like, go inject some money into our crippled economy. Like, I thought that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, just a dumb little tag on the end that I was pretty here for. I'm glad that I got to think about Powers Booth.
I'm glad that you're glad you got to think about Powers Booth.
Everybody wins.
Yeah, except Powers Booth. Rest in peace.
Oh, man. Pour one out for Powers Booth.
Yeah. See you at the crossroads, Powers.
Episode number 4 is Replaceable You. First note out the gate, we are only 4 episodes into a new season and we're already repeating a couch gag.
Oh.
The Smithsonian one.
That's back we're going back to Prime Era Simpsons.
Yeah, because usually, within the last handful of seasons anyways.
Tons of new couch gags.
Yeah, new season, new couch gags.
Yeah. But if you think back, the first 10 seasons of this show, they were recycling fucking 10 different fucking...
all the time, yeah.
Yeah.
It was before the couch gag felt special. Mm-hmm. Now it's been so long, especially like we've had the Banksy one and we've had the John Kay one where like the couch gag feels like such an integral special thing that now it really sticks out, especially early on in a season, to repeat one.
There's some, I don't want to give anything, but there's a couple buck wild ones coming up in the next 6 or 7 seasons. That's all I know. They are fucking, don't want to give anything more away, but you're going to know it when you see it.
Really?
Because they are fucking out of their minds.
All I know about couch gags, I knew that there was a Banksy one, and I knew that there was a Rick and Morty one.
Oh, okay.
That's the extent. So, like, the John Kay one was a surprise to me. I was like, oh, they got John Kay to do one. Boy, that meant something at the time, and now it's weird to look back on.
Yeah. The reason I know was I remember watching after a football game. It's like, oh, this is The Simpsons. Okay. And then it's like, wait a second. Like, holy shit. This is still the couch gag? You know, like, what is going on right now? But I don't want to give any more away.
I like a long one. I'm into a long couch gag. Like, good on you. Have some fun with it.
Enjoy yourself.
So we get at the beginning of this episode, Bart doing research for a cootie vaccine for the science fair. That's his science fair project. The insane short-running joke here of Milhouse being like, come on, Bart, is it ready yet? My dog and I touched tongues.
Oh, yeah.
And Bart being like, is it really that big of an emergency? Because it's happened more than once now, Milhouse. And then that's paid off here in just a minute.
Yeah. Don't do that, Milhouse. Come on, you're better than that.
Jesus. But Bart, like, eventually throwing it out because, like, oh, that's too close to my science fair project from last year. He looks out the window and sees Martin hanging from a tree branch by his underwear.
Just hanging, not fighting it.
Just quietly humming to himself.
This is the biggest serving of Martin we've had in a good while.
In a long
and I'm
time.
happy. I like a little Martin.
I'm here for it. And Bart shoots him down with the slingshot and is like, hey, if you help me with this science fair project, I'll pick you first in basketball.
Yeah.
And the brief daydream that Martin has about him being this beefcake with tattoos down his arms and like dunking a basketball and all that. And then at the end of the daydream, these two cheerleaders, one female and one male, come in and he holds hands with both of them and just eyes up the male cheerleader a bunch. Just like, huh, okay.
Yep. I don't want my Martin sexualized. It's a nice young boy.
Sexual Martin. So Martin agrees he's going to help out Bart, and they go trotting off, and it's just in the background for a split second. You get Milhouse down on his knees, tongue kissing his dog.
Yeah. It's a little foo-foo fancy dog.
Yeah, it's like a Shih Tzu or something.
Don't do it, Milhouse.
What are you doing, Milhouse?
Better than that.
In the B story, or maybe it's the A. It's a pretty equal split.
Even cut here.
Let's call it the B story. Homer has a new assistant at work named Roz, who is played by the delightful Jane Lynch, who I like a lot. I never saw and will never see whatever that high school musical Glee. Yes, yeah. Not gonna watch that, but I like her in everything else I've seen. Great in 40-Year-Old Virgin. Probably the first thing I ever saw her in was 40-Year-Old Virgin.
She's in another one of those kind of that era of raunchy comedy called Role Models.
With, yes, she
Sean
is.
William Scott and
Paul Rudd.
Yep.
That's a good movie.
Very good movie.
A lot of good Kiss references in that movie.
I was just going to say, like, if you like Kiss, you'll get a lot of the jokes in it.
Yep. Martin and Bart are putting together a science fair project, and they decide to make a robo-pet. They get this idea because Santa's little helper has managed to get a Darth Vader helmet onto his head. They make this super adorable stuffed seal. Yeah. Like, it's a little stuffed animal.
Real cutie pie.
Yep. And it looks like baby seals are adorable. You know, no way around it. Big black eyes, little smiling muzzle. Yeah. And it's adorable, but it's also kind of murderous if you plug one of the ports into the wrong port. Yeah.
Seals got real sharp teeth.
Do they?
Yeah,
I'd believe
they're
it.
Predators.
Yeah.
You know, they hunt other animals.
Fish eaters. Yeah. Yep. Baby seals, super cute. No way around it.
Yeah.
So they get that sorted out, like, oh, here's how to not make it murderous. And that comes up later. We're at the science fair. We pan slowly by everyone's science fair exhibit. My favorite, easily, Kearney's, which is just a skull on his desk, and it says, "Is this Uther?"
Yeah. Because we haven't seen him for a while.
With a photo of Uther on the desk. We have not seen Uther in a very long time. I got a good laugh at that. There's a couple others that are funny, but that's the fucking breadwinner right there.
That was very good.
Is this Uther? Bart and Martin win pretty handily with their stuffed seal, that Robo Pet, and they get to celebrate at the old folks' home. Weird place to have a victory party, but they're at the old folks' home, and the robot seal goes over and cheers up Jasper. Jasper's all glum, sitting in the corner with his beard, and that thing hops up on his lap, and he's instantly...
Now he's dancing.
Yep, he's literally dancing with the stuffed seal. Lisa this whole time is like sour that she got second place because hers was about like, I've proven that an asteroid will hit the Earth in 9429.
Yeah, it is. It's literally 7,000 years in the future.
Yeah, nobody cares. Yeah. Chalmer is just like, yeah, whatever, you gloomy girl.
Yeah.
But then Lisa sees that, like, oh, this seal really cheered up Jasper. Like, Bart is, like, making a difference with his science project, and she's got to deal with that. Meanwhile, Homer has Roz hold down the fort at the nuclear power plant while he goes to see a movie, which is like Paul Blart water park cop.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Oh, boy. I've never seen any of those Blart movies and never will.
Can't imagine they're worth a shit.
I have no beef with Kevin James, though. Yeah. Like, Kevin James, he's
fine.
You, Kevin James.
Yep.
His stand-up special, Don't Sweat the Small Stuff.
That's got some good laughs.
Pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
So there's a couple genuinely really good bits in there. So I got no beef with Kevin James. I've never seen King of Queens and am not going to.
Yeah, but that's not my style of show, but people seem to like it.
Homer goes to this movie and then gets back home, and Burns is waiting there for him. He gets demoted because Roz ratted on him that he went to the movies instead of going to work. The old folks, they want more seals. And they get them. Now every old folk in the old folks home has a seal, and they're loving it. They're enjoying life. They have vibrancy to them now. They're not just sitting around waiting to die. And that will not stand with Eternal Valley Funeral Home, who they have like a spy camera in the eyeball of one of the paintings. They're spying on the old folks, and they won't have it because these old people aren't dying because they're enjoying their lives with their seals.
Smiling too much.
Yeah, you can't die if you're smiling. That's a rule.
Yep.
They, in the meantime, have discovered the secret that you can turn the seals bad by
feral.
Yeah, by cross-wiring them a little bit.
Far too simple of a fix, you know. Like it shouldn't be that hard to make your toy feral.
So they're like, yeah, we're gonna do that, and then we get back at the power plant. Roz has taken over Homer's job because he's been demoted. Roz, a little more cutthroat and cold-blooded than at first was apparent, but Homer is learning that the hard way. I have in all caps, Dr. fucking Nick. Because Kent Brockman is reporting on the fucking death of someone at the old folks home because she was attacked by the seal, because they've all been turned evil by Eternal Valley Funeral Home. And it's like, oh, we go to our expert now, Dr. Nick, and he's talking about something completely different. And he's like, no, we're talking about death at the funeral home, or the old folks home, Dr. Nick. The kids go to Dr. Frink for help getting their seals back. In the meantime, Ned, who knows who Roz is because he went to Bible camp with her in his youth, and he learned the hard way that she hates being touched. And that we get a flashback to him giving her a hug and her flipping the fuck out.
Poor Ned.
Yeah. So Frink and the nerds, we get the nerds who we haven't seen in a long time. I know one of their names is Database.
Yeah.
I don't know the rest of their names.
Yeah, that's about it.
They're the three nerds from the Homer Goes to College episode 20 fucking seasons ago. So Frank and them and Martin and Bart all get the seals out of jail. They're kind of operating them remotely. We get back to the power plant where Burns is giving Roz a Employee of the Millennium award.
Never too soon.
That was paid for by canceling all of their medical benefits. And Homer comes out sarcastically clapping and is like, "Oh, Burns should give you a hug. You did so well." And Burns hugs Roz, and she flips shit and assaults Mr. Burns, folds him into a little ball, kicks him across the stage.
Yep, I was getting my episodes mixed up. But God, there's few things more satisfying than watching a fucking woman twist Mr. Burns into a goddamn medicine ball and then play a game of lightning with him.
Yeah, my favorite part about that, though, is that, like, she folds him into a ball, kicks him across the stage, he hits the wall, hits the ground, and is just like, "Well, you're fired," and then, like, crab walks on his fingertips away, like he's unfazed by it. That was my favorite part of that bit.
Like it happened before.
Yeah. Just like, oh, no big deal. And just fucking skitters across the stage out of frame. So now we go back to the old folks' home. The seals, the stuffed seal, robo-pets, all get back to the old folks' home. And the old folks are so happy to see him, and they dance. And that's the end of the episode.
Yeah. One seal flashes its teeth in like an ominous, like,
oh, sure,
like maybe this isn't over, but yeah.
In a real Twilight ending.
Yeah.
It was fine. Not my favorite of the batch, but it was fine.
Oh, yeah. Fine's the right word for it.
Totally
Definitely
fine.
A step below the first and especially the second episodes of the season, but I was engaged.
Yeah, totally. Very, like, as far as, like, just big bullet point, like, what is this episode about? It's a couple of weird ones. Like, Homer gets a new assistant, and Bart invents a robot. But we get some Martin, and I'm always game for that.
Yeah, man, yeah. There should be like certain rules. Like every 5th episode has to feature Martin.
Sure, I'd back that.
Yep.
That's like 4 per season. Yeah, give me some Martin.
Yep. Doesn't have to be a Martin-centric episode. Maybe one of those a month and just focus on him a little bit more.
It's one of those things like we've talked about before. Boy, was he in the very early episodes way more than he is now.
As was Unter.
As was Uter. Is this Uter? God damn it, did I laugh at that.
Yeah, that was good.
Like, there were a couple other good gags in that science fair bit, like fucking Nelson with his "Why are you hitting yourself?" booth, where a boxing glove pops out of a thing and hits whoever's standing in front.
Oh, my God. Yeah.
Millhouse's, which is just things I'm allergic to, and Ralphie's, which is things doctors pulled out of me. Like, there's some good bits in there, but is this Uther is primo.
Yeah. Please, Jesus Christ, we talk about having a Martin episode. Give us an Uther episode.
I would take an Uther episode.
Unless they want the drama to build.
Like maybe it's just a running joke.
The tall tale.
Point. Yeah, but like if 5 seasons from now we get a whole episode about Uther's return and where he's been, I'll fucking be there with bells on.
And with his passport and a fun hat. So we are up to episode number 5, The Food Wife. Assuming that's a play on The Good Wife.
Which I've never seen.
No, nor have I.
What's her name?
Juliana Margulies.
Yep.
Margulies.
I like her.
From Ghost Ship fame.
Okay. I think I largely know her from Scrubs.
And she has a run on Sopranos, too.
Okay.
Yep.
I can see that. Wasn't she also on... Was she on Jag?
ER. She was on ER.
Who am I thinking of?
Jag was something Catherine Bell or something like that?
No, Lara Flynn Boyle.
No, that's Twin Peaks.
Well, are you sure?
Positive.
Okay. I'm going to believe you.
Yeah, that's a put her star in the air.
Okay. I thought it was a 3-word name like Lara Flynn Boyle, but I knew it wasn't Carrie Ann Moss because she's
something
the
like
Matrix.
that. Like I was thinking something like Catherine Ann Bell or something like that.
Okay. I'll believe you.
I just know that there is a episode... Name or an issue. Name the magazine that was very Maxim-like, but wasn't Maxim or
FHM.
stuff. FHM. There's an FHM with that woman in it.
I had that right on top.
Yep, with the woman from Jag, and many a young man almost cranked his dick off his body. That's hot and spicy. The woman was very voluptuous.
I can't believe you remember Stuff, but not FHM.
I own multiple issues of Stuff. I might have had a subscription to Stuff at
I
one
think
time.
FHM is a step above Stuff as far as renown or
I think
fame.
Maxim and Stuff was just Maxim's side project, but they were quality-wise. They were still...
Sure.
No one's winning awards.
Yeah, same fucking thing. Yeah.
Fucking FHM. You're the right age. You must have got in on those magazines in your college age.
I never owned any, but like they were everywhere when I was late high school, early college.
What a time.
I had a buddy who had a Maxim subscription in college. Like,
I knew
every
multiple.
month,
Yeah.
and he came a bunch of times a month, but like
good for
it
him.
came every month.
One thing about it, and that's what they figured out, the subscription rate was absurdly cheap. Like they knew, our audience are fucking dirtbag 20-year-olds. Let's put it in their price range.
Yeah, just dirtbag 20-year-olds looking to pull on it.
Probably about 5 years ago, I was looking for, I often get my mother a couple magazine subscriptions for her one of her Christmas gifts.
Okay.
Because it's like, she likes it. Hey, thank you for getting me Reader's Digest. But I noticed
We have different Mas.
You could get fucking Maxim magazine, a year subscription for 99 cents. So I fucking just randomly gave friends. It was that and Slam magazine, like the old NBA, kind of like the street hoops, like talking about the shoes a lot and stuff.
Sure.
A lot of random Slam magazine subscriptions were given out.
Are they still making NBA inside stuff?
I think that magazine may be done now.
What is Ahmad Rashad up to right now?
Just fucking trying not to catch a case from his ex-wife, probably. He fucking put the fucking boots to goddamn Felicia Rashad, that animal.
Oh, what an asshole.
Yeah. Unbelievable.
I grew up with that show. Everything I knew about the NBA, I knew because of NBA Inside Stuff.
You know, I
had the magazine also.
No shit. That's a step. Willow Bay? Was that your, because there was Ahmad Rashad and always a woman co-host. Willow Bay was the name of the one that was there.
I don't remember
years.
her.
Yeah.
I just remember Ahmad Rashad.
No, there was a couple.
Huh.
I mean, you're awfully sexist, so that makes sense. When a woman talks, you're just like, yep. When's dinner?
Yep. Didn't block. I blocked it all out. Yep. Oh, more cereal.
Women be shopping. I'm sure what she's talking about is
women be shopping.
Talking about shoes or something. Let me know when a man's here so I can talk about basketball.
All I knew about sports as a youth was from NBA Inside Stuff and Sports Illustrated for kids.
Let's check out the highlights from last Friday night. Because that was always how they'd start it. They let you see highlights. Because that was as a hayseed without it. Fuck, the internet didn't exist. No access to ESPN.
Yeah.
That was my one chance to see highlights of my favorite team.
Yeah.
I'd just be so fucking geeked up for it. Like,
it's not like the local news is going to show you the fucking Sixers highlights.
Yeah, right? It was so rare. About once every 3 months it would happen because it must have been a slow day in local sports.
Oh, sure.
So well, fuck it. We got these highlights.
We don't have any wrestling scores to report, so...
Good wrestling video. So here's footage of Michael Jordan dunking on 6 Charlotte Hornets at once.
Yep. Hope you were paying attention because it's gone now.
Yeah, it's all gone. Can never see it again.
Speaking of basketball, sad news. The Minnesota Timberwolves.
Did they lose?
They lost to the Memphis Grizzlies.
Close game.
Yeah. 114 to 106.
Oh, that's a game. You know what? They were the 7th seed.
There's also 2 other games in that series they should have won.
Yeah,
It should have never
that is
gotten
the bummer
far.
of it.
So,
but getting this deep against a good team, especially with your first time in the playoffs in a generation, that's good. Just build on it for next year.
There's something about Memphis where I'm like, Memphis shouldn't have an NBA team. Yeah. Like, you guys, you're not a real city.
It's almost like you forget. Almost it's like maybe it was Memphis. It's a Pam Tillis song.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Maybe it was Memphis.
I was walking in Memphis.
Maybe it was summer wine. Maybe it was you. Maybe it was me.
With my streets 10 feet off of Beale. Walking in Memphis. Was that Sean Colvin?
No, Sean Colvin sang Sonny Came Home.
No.
I don't know who sang Walking in Memphis. I'm getting that also mixed up with One Night in Bangkok. That was the One Night in Bangkok and the whoop That was a group called Chess for those scoring at home.
Oh, okay. I wouldn't have gotten that one for sure.
Oh man, you're gonna say the Walking in Memphis guy. His name is
Oh, I know it's right there, buddy. Mm-hmm. It's Mark Cohn.
There you go. Yep.
Walking in Memphis.
Blue suede shoes. Oh, fucking gross.
Walking with my feet 10 feet off
Give me
the
Pam
bill.
Tillis any day.
God, I knew a girl who insisted on singing Walking in Memphis at karaoke all the time.
Good at it.
Yeah, she was a pretty good singer.
That's a long song to sing
but
for
like
karaoke.
put too much heart into it to where it's
really?
like, okay, this
some try-hard
means more
shit.
to you than the rest of us, and we just want to get another Miller Lite.
Yep. I can see someone pissing their pants right now. This is not the moment to get
Meanwhile,
poignant.
you're about to cry.
Yep, right?
Like,
Yeah, we
this
don't need
is-
this. Did your dad leave your mom for a woman nicknamed Memphis? What? Why is this hurting you so much?
Yeah, why does this song mean so much to you? Because the rest of us, like, I'm here to sing Matchbox 20, and you're bringing me down.
Speaking of bringing things down, let's get down to episode number 5
Oh, why not, I suppose.
of The Simpsons, season 23.
Cold open again.
The Food Wife.
Cold open.
No intro.
No intro at all.
Nothing. Do we even get The Simpsons, or is it
Nope.
just cut right hard? Yeah.
I think it. We might get the.
I think just that, but it's then
and then
boom.
it just bang. We're into
Well,
it. I think it's weird. I think it's weird when that happens.
It's funny that didn't ever come into play in the early seasons, just
right
once or twice.
It's new now.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
and I don't like it.
So the kids do their chores. They have like a chore jar where Marge puts a marble in for each time they do good. Basically, it's Lisa does good, Bart doesn't do evil. He just has to not be shitty. That's how he gets his. And their prize for that is they get to go Homer, because he's a good parent, have the fun time daddy. He gets to take him to some kind of like G4 type event.
It's E3.
E3, is that what it is?
The Electronic Entertainment Expo.
There we go. I was call it G4.
G4 is the video game television channel.
That's what it is. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, which I think is defunct. I
It
don't
is
think
now.
that's around
You're right.
anymore.
Yep. I noticed the guy that what was the big news hip fun show on G4? Attack of the Show.
Yes, Attack of the Show.
That host, it was him and that brunette woman who's went on to some renown. She's an actress, dated Aaron Rodgers for a while, really pretty, but
Brooke Burke.
Nope, close to, but more,
I'm
no
in
more
the same.
more funny and goofy, like because she's a pretty lady, but she'd do dumb shit. Like, let's see how much mayonnaise we can eat just for fun. She'd be that kind of person. She's down to clown. But the guy who I know you would recognize, and you've seen him and you haven't even realized it, he is the guy that at some gas stations when you're pumping your gas and there's a screen, Cheddar News. It's like some fucking internet news agency. The face of Cheddar News is the old face of Attack of the Show.
That's funny.
I was like, well, I mean, man, you got to make that house payment.
I think Jeff Keighley got his start somewhere on G4, and he's become a video game newsman of some renown.
Okay.
I never had G4, so I didn't see a lot of it. I can't believe I pulled the name Brooke Burke out of my ass.
She was of E! Entertainment Network. Wild on Bordio.
Definitely also a Maxim FHM mainstay for sure.
A lot of seed was spilled.
A lot of pulling.
Just hard pulling. A lot of cars in the ditch that weekend.
Like you're trying to start a fucking mower. E3 no longer a thing. They announced just a few weeks ago. They're like, no, we're done. We're not doing an in-person one. We're not doing a digital one. Over the last couple, like E3 was on its way out. It was sort of a failing expo, and then COVID hit, and they're like, we can't do one because of COVID. And we're like, were you planning on not doing this anyway?
Yeah.
But then they did digital E3s, which don't make sense because like Sony can just post a live stream if they want to do it. They don't need to go through you, know. Xbox can just tell you when the new Gears of War is coming out.
With video games hotter than ever, why funny that E3 couldn't be thriving right now?
Well, it didn't really there wasn't a reason for it anymore, you know.
Yeah, good point. And these are not people that like to go outside.
Right. Well, E3 was never about the fans. E3 was a trade
Industry.
show. Yeah, industry show.
Oh, I thought it was like Comic-Con for video game nerds.
No, that's what PAX is, the Penny Arcade Expo.
Okay.
And PAX West, PAX South, and PAX Down Under. Like, they've become a whole thing.
PAX Sun.
Yeah, PAX Sun. PAX is way more fan-facing.
Jim
than
Paxson.
E3 is. God damn it.
Stroking it. Or was that John Paxson? Which of the Paxson brothers played for the Bulls? That was John. Jim played for the Trailblazers.
Yes.
Jesus, we can't go down a Paxson route.
I feel like you're about to.
Or an early, we can't go through a fucking Last Dance Bulls route. We'll be talking about Judd Buechler till sunup. I can't do it.
Tell me everything you know about Tony Kukoc.
Oh, fuck, dude. That'd be so depressing because it'd be far too much. His nickname is a callback to the Pink Panther.
Oh, look at that.
And the waiter, because he serves it up for you.
Nice.
Good passer. Yeah.
And Kukoc knows what's up.
Yeah.
Pink Panther.
Holy fuck, Tony Kukoc, if you're somehow listening, give us a like, a thumbs up.
I always liked Tony Kukoc.
Yeah.
Just like kind of a wait in the corner and shoot a three guy.
Yeah.
I was pretty into that.
For a 6'10" guy, could handle the ball and pass. That offense probably wasn't the most cut out for him, but God damn it, he never pouted. He played his role. He's one of those. And then when the Bulls empire ended, he was the one guy left over.
Yep.
He put up near all-star numbers, you know, on a trash fucking team.
Overshadowed in the mega stars Chicago Bulls teams, like, because when you got Pippen, Rodman, and Jordan, it's going to be tough to see Tony Kukoc, you know.
Yep.
But great player.
Kukoc probably could have played an extra year or two longer, but he basically came down because he was raising his kids. His kids were literally didn't want to be away from his kids. He's like, I play for the Bucks or the Bulls or nothing, because Milwaukee's close enough to Chicago. I just like that. Okay, as long as 2 of the 30 teams will employ me, I'll have work. But if not, I'm cool with retiring.
Good for him.
And he did. He kind of jumped a couple times between the two, and then finally he's like, well, no. Some other teams wanted him, but he's like, no, I'm not going to move to fucking Portland or Sacramento.
I always liked him. He seemed like an everyman on a team full of mega stars, you know?
I wonder if he was a heavy smoker like some of those Yugoslavian players
I can see
were.
it. I'd believe it.
I love the idea of Vlade Divac chain smoking at halftime because he's got huge
gun and
Nick
eaters.
fit. Yep. So the Simpsons read a video game.
Right. We're at the video game expo.
Video game expo.
40 seconds into this episode.
And there's not a lot of plot points. We just get a lot of fun sight gigs. A lot of good
sight gigs.
Pause your player and get a titter.
Yep.
A lot of tittering happening here.
So much tittering. Like Guts of War 2, the God of War knockoff. That was fun.
A lot of disemboweling in that game, if that's what you're into.
We see Master Chief. We get an Assassin's Creed joke real quick. Like somebody in the animation studio or the writing staff likes video games.
So you're already getting way more of these references than I caught.
Yeah, there's a bunch of good ones. Lego Star Wars. There's a couple of good visual references. The fucking marching band simulator joke
Lisa
is
likes.
so good.
Now you have to cram on the bus ride home.
Yeah, because that's a combination of DDR and Guitar Hero, which would have been huge in 2011.
Yeah, you're right. That was peak fucking.
Yeah, peak Plastic Instruments.
Yeah.
What's so fucking funny is today, if you owned like a full rock band set, like drums, guitar, and microphone, you could get some decent money for it because we all threw them away. And now it's been long enough that people are like, remember Rock Band? Like, it's been long enough to where someone will pay an okay amount of money.
There's pawn shops that threw away tons of that shit.
Think of how many they got.
They couldn't sell it.
Yeah. Think of how much of GameStop's floor space was clogged up by those goddamn plastic instruments.
Beat up, sticky ass guitars.
Yep.
Because fucking booger eaters are fucking eating a goddamn fucking Starburst while they're fucking trying to play video games.
Yeah. Those, you know what? Those were good times.
Fun.
I loved that shit.
Never owned it. Had friends that did. They were fun.
I owned them all. I got in on game 1. Guitar Hero 1 I got in. And fucking bought them all ever since. And I don't have any plastic instruments.
Yet.
I got rid of all of them.
There's a corner over here that could be full of plastic instruments. I'm looking right now.
I would buy a high scale, like Gucci ass Dance Dance Revolution dance pad long before I would buy a plastic instrument. I was looking at Gucci ass DDR pads and not 24 hours ago.
Oh boy. What they run you? Not that bad, I bet.
Between 1 and 3 Hondo for like a Gucci fucking one, for like a metal one with plexiglass arrows and everything. Like the one from the arcade. You can buy that.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, I stared at it.
Didn't pull the trigger.
Someday.
So the Simpsons again, they were at a video game. Yep. We're going to do it. Hands in the middle, team on 3.
And team.
And Simpsons. The kids, they're all on those bouncy, like, balls with a handle that you only see on TV.
Yeah, there's a word for it. I don't know what it is.
And they just come out of the car with their video game fucking swag and the bouncy ball. And Homer comes out in that bouncy ball. They're just loving life. They're all just extolling how great Homer is. And Marge is just watching.
I love that Homer is clearly having fun, but he comes flying out of the car on that bouncy ball and just exclaims, "I need a nap."
Yeah.
This is very funny.
Been a long day for him. And Marge has something boring planned. They just keep bouncing through the neighborhood. Like, nope, gotta go, Marge.
Fun dad, fun dad.
And Marge is now kind of bummed because she's forced to be the cop. So she's like tired of doing all the mom things and just, the kids don't enjoy their time with her, which has to suck. Yeah. As a parent, you want to be the good parent sometimes too.
You want to be the fun one.
And so Marge tries to turn that around. Her plan, and this is, God damn it, her intentions were good. Marge wants to take the kids to the X Games.
Sounds like a great plan.
Right. They get there. I think maybe it's Bart who notices a disturbance in the force. He's like, wait a second. like, it's not the X Games, it's the Cross Games. It's like a tipped over crucifix, and it's very religious.
It's a Christian Fellowship Expo.
Yeah. Oh my God, that sounds terrible.
Bummer.
Yep. So and the kids are just, not having a good time. And that wasn't Marge's intention. Marge fucked up.
Yeah.
Like, she thought she was taking them to something cool because she wants to win the kids over.
I blew it, she says on the way home.
Yeah. And on the way home, the car breaks down. It's like, what is it? Why do squirrels always crawl into my car and die?
Insane.
So good. So they got to get off the interstate. They pull over. They're kind of in a rougher, dicier neighborhood. And Marge is a very cautious woman, a very scared woman. And
that neighborhood is Little Ethiopia.
Yeah, they have a little Ukraine and a little Ethiopia.
Jesus Christ. Springfield has whatever you need it to have.
And a volunteer fire department. Let's remember that all these years later.
Only one bowling alley.
Yeah, but a goddamn little Ukraine and a little Ethiopia.
An old-timey movie theater.
Yep. Fuck it. A state-of-the-art museum we have seen multiple times now. Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Marge is very scared of the neighborhood, and they sit there for a while waiting for the tow truck to come. And finally, I think it's Bart, or it's like, Mom, I'm hungry. Let's eat somewhere. Because the whole street is restaurants.
Yeah.
We're just looking at all these dining options, and Marge is very apprehensive. And then, but finally, we're hungry. Let's go in. So Marge is very nervous, brings him in. And, total scared mom, white lady, doesn't recognize things on the menu and flips out. It's like... And they basically, Lisa convinces her, well, Dad would try something exciting.
Yeah.
And that's all Marge needed to hear. And she orders, what is the most, she uses a phrase, she doesn't mean to be hurtful.
She says, crazy. What's the craziest thing?
Yeah. And Lisa's like, what's the thing that's ordered the least,
Or the most, Lisa says, she means, what's the most authentic thing on the menu? Yeah.
So it's something that has 27 fucking syllables. And it's just this big plate of shit with a bunch of naan bread or fucking,
I don't think it's called naan, but whatever that Ethiopian flatbread is. Yeah. And
then they're eating it, and Marge is like almost like it's bees. She's so scared of it, And then she starts eating it, and she fucking loves it because, fucking spoiler, Ethiopian food's the shit.
I have written here, Marge apprehensive but loves it because, and then all caps, Ethiopian food whips fucking ass.
It fucking does.
I knew you and I would be on the same page.
God.
As soon as they pull into Little Ethiopia, I was like, oh, is this what we're doing? It's called The Food Wife. Is this what we're doing?
Yeah.
because Ethiopian food fucking rules.
Any food that it's just, here's a big pile of sloppy meats and sloppy sauce, and here's some bread to slop it onto and shove it down your face. Fucking A, I am in.
Go to your local Ethiopian restaurant and order beef KK. It's a real basic bitch order, you know, but like it's so fucking good. Yeah. It's like beef stew without the broth. Yeah. And then you just scoop it up in these fucking bready tortilla things, these pancakes, and slam it down your fucking fat head. Oh, it's so good.
And it'll probably be $11.
Yeah, if that.
Yeah, and there's enough food left over for 10 families.
The last time I went and got Ethiopian food at my favorite Ethiopian place here in Fargo, which is Rugson on 13th, may as well. If anybody's listening, go there. Like, I got beef KK and brought it home. I bet I ate beef KK 6 fucking times. And that was maybe a $9 thing.
I just like tons of good goat meat. I like to I'll fuck up goat meat.
Good goat.
Yeah.
Get that good goat.
Treat yourself to some good
There's
goat.
a great chicken dish. I'm prone to just going in there and being like, I don't know, that one. Like, because I'm not afraid of food. Yeah. Like, oh, what's the worst it's going to be? I don't like it, and I'm out $7.
Let's see what this is.
Yeah. I've been meaning to go there for breakfast. They have a breakfast menu, and I'm like, man, I like all these things and breakfast, so that's probably good.
Yeah. God, yeah, I never thought of that. I've never dabbled in the breakfast menu, but that's a goal for me.
Yeah. If you're in a city of any manner of size, like if Fargo has fucking more than one good like Ethiopian or African restaurant.
I can think of 3 or 4.
Yeah.
Fuck, I can think of 4 right now.
Yeah, 4 in a town of, what are we, 200,000 people? Yeah. Like, if you're in a city of any manageable size, you have an Ethiopian restaurant, and you should go there immediately.
It's delish.
Oh, my God. Fuck shit up.
Eventually, they are joined by Comic Book Guy and some other. I don't think do we recognize any of them except him?
No, I think Comic Book Guy and Sideshow Mel.
Oh, it is. Sideshow Mel's one of them.
Yeah, they're the only ones in the Foodies.
The Foodies. We get a couple of new characters that are voiced by Tim Heidecker and Eric Wareheim, Tim and Eric fame, which
not a fan.
I'm sure they're huge. They're the right age where the Simpsons were huge for them.
Oh, so I'm sure.
I'm sure they called in a favor, like, "Hey, can we be on the show?"
Yeah, it feels like a good fit.
Yeah, their voices are fine.
I wish I liked them more than I do. Tim and Eric, awesome show, great job, is not good. Tom Goes to the Mayor is actively awful.
I'm going to start your apartment on fire, and that sucks for you because you need a place to live, but you're not allowed to live in this town anymore.
I'm just not a fan.
You have to go in the woods and think about your actions because they have consequences.
It's like, I get it. It's weird. Okay.
Fuck. God, there's some of those episodes are so fucking good, but that's for another podcast. And while they're eating, because they have a huge plate of food, and they invite the foodies over to dabble, and that's where it comes out. Like, well, what do you guys do? Oh, we come out to restaurants that no one knows about, and then we blog about them. And puts the seed. Is it Lisa or Marge's idea?
It's kind of all of theirs idea. Like,
they're all
Bart,
into
Lisa, and Marge are all on the same page here.
And that's where we get like a montage of them fucking eating, typing, and we get like a scroll of their blog. And like each of the 3, Marge, Lisa, Bart, they have like a different thing with lists. Like Lisa's is cutest vegetarians.
Yeah, I saw that.
Weird
Al's one of them. Yeah.
And Bart's is like grossest things I've eaten. It's like a lot of eyes and guts. Like, I think it's fried tripe is one of them. Like, it's just so gross. And they're having and around this time when they're having all this fun going out eating, Homer, who's been good time Larry for too long, he wants a little shine, He tries to woo the kids because he has tickets to Krusty Land.
Yeah.
But they're like, they're all excited, but like, oh, what night is it? Like, oh, we got to try this new whatever fusion restaurant with Mom.
Yeah.
Because now they're expected to give reviews because they've reached a level of renown.
And they're having fun. They would rather do the food thing than go to Krusty Land.
which, that Homer is kind of selfish that way. So he's
kind of selfish. He has a fucking meltdown and cry crawls his way up the stairs.
He does cry crawl. God, I haven't had a good cry crawl in a while.
When he goes into the garage and he's like, when I'm sad, I make baseball bats. And he's over that wood lathe and just hooks a baseball bat onto a huge pile of baseball bats.
Yeah. And Marge goes to console him, and Marge, because she's the nicest lady ever, invites him to their fancy restaurant.
Yeah. Why don't you come with?
Yep. And he's happy about it because he wants to be part of the gang again. So Marge's intentions were pure, but then, she just kind of thinks about it and it's like, he's going to overpower me with his ridiculousness. And it's going to be back to him being the fun parent and me being the cop. Because that's all it's going to be, just him acting like an animal. He's not going to, that food ain't for him, but he's going to be silly and the kids are going to get a kick out of it.
Yeah, this is where she has her dream about Homer overtaking their little foodie gang, where we get all of our celebrity chef cameos. Gordon Ramsay, Anthony Bourdain, R.I.P., pour one out, and Mario Batali. And I have noted, in this one batch of episodes, we've touched on John Kay and Mario Batali, two guys who have been hella canceled.
Oh, no shit.
All in one batch.
What, did he fucking show his dick to a kid or something?
I don't think a kid, but I think Mario Batali was taken down as some sort of fuck creep.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Which, of those three, Gordon Ramsay, Mario Batali, and Anthony Bourdain, he might be the one I would least suspect.
You never know.
Yeah, you never know.
Never know who wants to show their dick to people that don't want to see it.
Yeah, I believe right around 2017, some women were like, yeah, he's bad, and here's why.
He's a bad boy, but not in a good way.
Not in a fun way.
He's a legit bad boy.
Not in a Fonzie way. He's a legit bad boy.
Ted Bundy way.
It was nice to see Anthony Bourdain for even for just a moment. Like, I remember you, bud.
I can see the appeal to his show, but part of it just felt like him dunking on fucking Burger Kings and shit, It's just like...
There was a little of that for sure.
A little fucking nose up his own ass.
I always liked it because his show had like a bent for like street food. Like, I'm gonna go to this city that you can't pronounce, but I'm not gonna go to this sit down place. I'm gonna grab some shit from this fucking street vendor. And he had some pretension. They all do. You don't get that far without having a little pretension.
A little fancy boy.
Yeah, but he came off as pretty likable.
I did like how much he dunked on vegetarians.
Yes. Yep. Like, he was... I enjoyed Anthony Bourdain. Yeah. I have no beef with Guy Fieri, who he's not a voice in this, but you do see him.
Riding on someone's back.
Yep, with his sunglasses on the back of his head. Like, there he is.
Seems like he makes people happy. So
exactly.
Good for him.
Seems like he's having fun. There's an outstanding Shane Torres bit that he did on Late Night about Guy Fieri that you should Google.
He has his opinion about Anthony Bourdain. Just seems like it's him making fun of people that eat at food courts.
Yeah. I think my favorite part, we're just like, not to just do the whole Shane Torres Guy Fieri bit, but when he's like, people dunk on Guy Fieri, but they love Anthony Bourdain, and he seems like he'd be mean to dogs. is maybe the funniest thing I've ever heard in my life.
That's a good line, yeah.
Shane Torres is an outstanding comic that more people should know.
So Marge has had this vision of what the future could hold if she lets Homer get involved in this, and because of that, she gives Homer the wrong address. I think she just says east instead of west on the address, and Homer's like, okay, I'll meet you there. And so Marge and the kids go. It's insane. It's like test tube food.
It's all science based. Yeah,
it's very ridiculous.
Deconstructed Caesar salad in test tubes. Yeah,
drink it in this order.
Yeah, ridiculous.
And meanwhile, Homer is in a dicey part of Springfield. and he is basically just knocking on the door and casually entering a meth lab.
Yep.
Because he sees all the science shit, all the beakers and stuff. It's like, oh, Marge said this was going to be like this, you know?
It's
like,
so funny. Like,
he's like, how much just, you know, to get a little taste? $50.
Oh, yeah. But he expects that because it's
a fancy
expensive.
restaurant. Yeah. He's about to smoke meth. He goes, the things I do for my family. Just having fun.
When he looks over at those meth heads all strung out, he's just like, oh, hipsters. Very funny.
So just before his lips are about to touch glass, the door kicks in and fucking Wiggum and the gang are making a meth lab bust and chaos ensues. Now there's a fire. I think that happens a lot when you're fucking illicitly cooking drugs. Your fucking OSHA standards are up to par.
A lot of flammable shit.
And meanwhile, during this time, Marge has realized she made a big mistake, and she gets a text from Homer and maybe a voice message that like he's in a meth lab, and he's in a fight with the cook, who's very Breaking Bad, big biker looking guy.
Yep.
And the last second, Marge saves him. The fucking place is collapsing around them. I think she throws a apple pie condensed into the size of like a fucking ping pong ball. And the fucking meth cook has this insane memory of eating apple pie as a little boy.
Yeah, with his mother, like just blows his mind.
Yeah. And that's enough to get Homer out of the fucking way of the trouble. And then the episode ends at Krusty Land, and the Simpsons are there eating trash. You know, like one big happy family again. And,
you know, the kids had fun either way, so Marge is still cool, but Homer is still cool.
He's alive.
Krusty, like, yeah. And, it was a sweet little ending.
Yeah, wasn't huge on laughs. I mean, that second episode of the one we've went over in this group, that's high on my list of favorite episodes of the last 15 seasons.
Yeah, the Teddy Roosevelt one is probably my favorite of the batch, but that food one, that last one, is right on its heels.
Shit.
I loved it.
I didn't get as many laughs from that one, but I mean, it's solid.
It wasn't just laughs. I liked it as an episode, you know, like Homer and Marge kind of at odds, and then like the patented sweet Simpson ending is so good.
Marge finally like getting her way for once, it feels like, which rarely happens.
It's like a Marge heavy episode, which we don't always get, and there's so many good video game jokes in the front part of that episode.
See, I bet that's why you enjoy this more than me.
Yeah, and like all the food stuff, Ethiopian food's fantastic. I love all those fucking like all the foodie culture. I like laugh at, but secretly kind of like look at you guys having fun.
I hope you just blanked out and just pictured you're just daydreaming what Ethiopian meals you've had as the episode rolled on. Like,
I come to and it's the credits. Like, oh, what? I had to go watch it again.
I guess Henry and Marvin are still married or whatever. You mean Homer and Marge?
There's an empty styrofoam container next to me, and I got 8 pounds of beef KK in me, just like, oh no,
I fucked up.
Oh, where did that happen?
I did it again.
Kitty cat, why'd you let that happen? Oh no,
you're naughty.
Yeah, I liked that episode a ton. Yeah. I think the Roosevelt one is probably still the best of the bunch.
God, that one was good.
Yeah, very good. Very funny. Like the foodie one isn't that funny, but it's good.
School have to go to summer, Jimbo? Fucking crazy. Oh my God.
That's such a good fucking line.
Gravity blows.
I thought teachers only went outside to smoke and cry.
God.
Shit, that's funny. We'll do 5 more next week like we always do. We ain't going anywhere.
Pushing our way through season 23.
Yep, we got it kicked off, and we'll do it again tomorrow. Or, I'm sorry, not tomorrow, but next week, episodes 6 through 10 of season 23. We're gonna fucking cook through them.
I'm gonna fucking watch them.
You're gonna hear more Southern rock. Don't act like you won't.
But up. Yeah, that's coming up. If you're ready, I don't know if you're ready yet. We might have to you have to build a tolerance.
Yeah. You know what? Next week is also the 100th episode of America's Barley
So
Basket.
we'll be wearing tuxedos.
We've been doing this for 100 weeks with no breaks.
We got to go to Labor Ready and have some homeless guys clap for us at certain times. Things need to be done.
Don't tempt me.
Jesus. Holy. How much? I bet it wouldn't be that much to get people to come clap for you for an hour.
No, probably not.
I bet under $500. You get $500 gets you a long way in the paid clapping world.
Oh, don't tempt me. We can't do that. We can't do it.
God, we need a pickup truck to load people into.
The scariest thing is we absolutely can do that if we wanted to. Just half a dozen day laborers
Just
applauding
clapping for us. Yeah.
Yep.
They're in the AC. They're out of the cold. I guess we don't got to worry about the AC yet.
Yeah,
just
you
fucking,
ain't got to worry about AC yet.
Just fucking hanging out. That'd be the best day of their goddamn week clapping for us.
Easily the easiest gig they've ever had. Yeah.
Oh, man. We're fucking job creators, Marlon.
I might come in wearing only a Ric Flair robe. That
go.
might be how I roll.
Well, that will get you sued by a day laborer. But, oh, I untied my robe again. Whoopsie-doo.
Whoopsie-doodle.
Can't believe that happened.
Wouldn't you know it? Who's making them so loose?
7th time this hour.
Oh, man, nobody makes a tight robe anymore.
Would you like to tie my robe for me, sir?
Police are already at the door.
Knocking the door in.
Fucking battering ram they're swinging. So we'll do episode 100 next week.
Cool.
That's insane
Yep.
to think about.
Just
100 weeks.
I've no podcast has done it.
I mean, that's not true at all. But like we hadn't done it before, and now we have.
Agree to disagree. I think it's the first ever. I think a lot of people lie. It's like the Goldberg win streak. They jump from 2 to 12 to 27. Yeah, right. Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Holy shit, what a reference.
Yeah. No kidding. You could just smell the loneliness.
Holy shit.
Or the announcers had to okay, what win total are we saying this week?
Nobody who's ever gotten regular, reliable sex has brought up the Goldberg win streak.
Non-sad, consensual, not cash transaction sex.
Boy, you had a lot of caveats to that one.
You're like, well, I've never been laid then.
You want to bring non-sad into this, you can go home.
That one time I was just kind of glum. It's more of a morose lay. I watched a real poignant episode of The Wonder Years prior.
As I'm prone to do before coitus.
Shut up, Fred Savage is learning an important life lesson.
My lady, would you like some pre-coitus Wonder Years?
On VHS, all home recordings.
If you want to get in now, I'm not rewinding it again.
You can either watch The Wonder Years or you can go to bed.
Listen, you either watch The Wonder Years or you start without me.
Yeah.
You can pick one. I honestly don't care which.
If it's a good episode, you're going to be finishing without me. I can't. I know I've seen them all, but I can't stand to leave it.
I've seen The Wonder Years.
Oh yeah. Well, that was an ABC show, and that was a forbidden fruit for your.
We didn't have that channel, so
I'm sure one family on a hill did, and they hoarded it. They kept their secrets to themselves. The tree of knowledge.
Yeah.
The antenna of knowledge.
They kept it. They didn't allow the rest of us to partake.
Their forbidden Roseanne fruit.
Gross.
Oh boy, that fruit is musty. So you had never seen Tool Time until it was on reruns then,
Home Improvement. You mean?
Yeah,
not till reruns.
Yeah.
Nope, missed it. Yeah. Missed the ABC gold.
Yeah, boy, a lot of bronze there.
PBS, CBS, and NBC.
That's all a man needs.
The 3 God-fearing channels.
Yeah, right. You got to watch Nova.
I got Wishbone and American Gladiators.
That's all you need to make a good God-fearing citizen.
Yeah. The rest of the time was spent upstairs playing Blaster Master on the NES.
No, I owned Master Blaster.
So did everybody. Everybody owned Master Blaster.
I don't think so, man. I was the only kid I knew. It's like, everyone, this game is broke.
It's impossible.
Yeah, this game gets to a point you just can't win. Why am I so little? Who's this guy so little?
Why would I ever want to get out of the car?
That's a good fucking boy. We can't go down a Master Blaster road.
Blaster Master.
Blaster Master.
Not Master Blaster, who's from Mad Max. Oh, boy.
Yep.
All right. Well, we're going to go play Blaster Master. And we'll see you next week. Episodes 6 through 10 of Season 23 is your homework. You can find us on the internet at barleybasketusa@gmail.com is the email address. At BarleyBasketUSA on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Tell your friends about this show.
Spread the good news.
We're 100 deep, or we're about to be. Let's pump these numbers. Let's pump them.
Juice them up.
Virginia, we see you.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming, Virginia.
Tell your friends, Virginia.
We're into it.
Peer pressure them.
Columbus. No longer like in the top 5 cities.
Oh, Columbus, what have we done to forsaken you?
I don't know. I'm bummed about it. Maybe they're just catching up. To be fair, Columbus showed up late to the game. These episodes are fucking long.
Yeah.
Maybe they're just
It's a beefy
catching
boy.
up.
Yep.
Yeah, they're beefy podcasts.
Yeah. So we're with you. We support you. We love you.
Love you, Columbus.
Yep. All you cities.
And Virginia, you're like the new hottie, like coming in and catching our eye. So hello, Virginia.
Any foreign countries that have been checking us out? The same
olds. Not
friends in Ireland?
Yeah, like Ireland, Belgium, Germany, UK, all on board still. Not a lot of like fresh meat, but like the ones that have been with us for a long time still here. And
still
we
the one.
appreciate that.
Quote Shania Twain.
Yeah, you're still the one.
Thank you. Man, we need to sing that for episode 100.
You still the one.
Looks like we made it.
Boy, it's the body movement that you had.
That was uncomfortable.
It was real troublesome.
I sense it in my prey.
We should get you her
that
hooded
sheer,
leopard outfit from the Don't Impress
I
Me
was
Much
thinking like
video.
the sheer nightie she's wearing in that fucking Still the One video.
Okay, I don't remember that
it's raining
video.
out. We could shoot that video tonight. Put my hair up.
I don't remember that video, but that leopard print hoodie thing that she wore in the Don't Impress Me Much video, remember pretty vividly. Vividly.
In my crank zone.
my dick brain has that one filed away in its memory.
Well, on that note.
Yeah, we're done on Dick Brain. Everyone enjoy yourselves 6 through 10 for next week, and we will see you then for episode 100.
Bye, everybody.